Area high school basketball is on the air. Every week, KJFM, WBBA Sports brings you the best of area sports on air at 102.1 and 97.5. Online at KJFM, WBBA.com and on the app. Now to the court for high school basketball on your area sports leader, KJFM and WBBA.
Good evening and welcome to night number 2 of the 2022 Clopton Invitational Tournament here on KJFM and WBBA Sports. Mark Frunick, Ryan Capps here in the middle school gym for ladies consolation action tonight, the semifinals of this tournament. And Ryan, we got 2 games on the slate for you. We've got Mark Twain and Winfield first, and then Wright City against the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs. So a strong finish tonight. I'm not sure how this first game is going to turn out after the shellacking that the poor Mark Twain Lady Tigers took in the opening round. They're struggling. They're in a rebuild. They're 1-7 on the season. Winfield at 5-3 looks to be the stronger team coming into this matchup.
Yeah, it'll be tough with both teams playing just last night, and I got the pleasure of being able to call both of the games for each of these teams. But yeah, it'll really come down to who has the short-term memory here, per se. As you played last night, you ended up coming out with a loss, which you never like to go through. But it'll be nice that you get a rebound here. But let's see who has a short-term memory and is able to really bounce back.
We'll talk about what happened in those opening round games and a whole lot more when we start the pregame show for you next here on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by J. Roberts Jewelry, Pike County Title Company, and Gambino's Eatery.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
CMC Distributing in Louisiana is the place to turn for steel, culverts, industrial supplies, and central welding supplies. In addition, CMC Distributing offers trailer parts, truck accessories, truck beds, and trailer repairs. At CMC Distributing, they always go the extra mile while working hard to make sure you're satisfied. They do it that way for a simple reason. They appreciate your business. CMC Distributing, Highway 54, west of Louisiana.
Since 1939, Meyer Implement Company has been serving the local agricultural and business communities with quality sales and service. Meyer Implement has also taken great pride in supporting those communities and would like to wish the area sports teams the best of luck throughout their seasons. Be sure to stop by and visit the people who truly appreciate your business. Meyer Implement Company in Bowling Green.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Mark Frunick, Ryan Capps back in the middle school gym. Ladies consolation semifinals of the Clopton Invitational, and we've got our first of 2 matchups, Mark Twain against Winfield. Mark Twain the 8th seed and Winfield the 4 seed. The only slight upset of the opening round as the 5 seed Silex got past Winfield, but it was a fairly close game. 8 points at the end for Silex to move on to face Clopton. But what did you see out of Winfield in that opening round?
They started off the game off really strong, and going into halftime, they were up by 2. But then Silex just caught a lot of heat, and they didn't miss a lot, which really slowed down Winfield. But Winfield just needs to keep playing their game, and they kind of like backed off a little bit coming out of halftime, where Silex just really picked it up. And they played a really physical game that Winfield, it just looked like they just weren't ready for.
Yeah, it's something we've seen out of Winfield. They have like a really good half, and then they do back off. Sometimes it's the first half, sometimes it's the second half. So they've got to be able to put 4 quarters together tonight. It shouldn't be as big of a test. Clopton beat Mark Twain in the opening round 85-24. That's the biggest margin of victory we've seen in some time in this tournament.
It was a big statement from Clopton there, as they played fast. They pressured pretty much the whole game, and they've just really almost perfected that press that they have in getting takeaways and creating turnovers from those.
And they've only been doing that the last like 30 years. So
yeah, they've really found a system that works for them and just really stuck with it. Mark Twain, they showed some flashes of potential there, but it looked like they just tried to play with Clopton too much, and when you try to play with a system that's almost been perfected, it's just not going to be a good night for you.
Yeah, 85-24 again, the final in that one. So that sets up our 8 against 4 matchup here. Mark Twain will be in their home whites, and Winfield, they were on the bottom of the bracket, so they're in their road reds, and I think they actually switched benches. I think we had the home teams below us last night in this gym. Now the home team is going to be on the other end. So just one of those weird things, I guess, or whoever got here first picked the bench. Maybe that's the case. That's an overview of this one. We'll check our keys to the game for you as we get closer to tip-off here from the Clopton Invitational on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Bill Allen Auction Services, and Knight Equipment Company.
Think about all that's important to you, your family, your possessions, and your future. Pick up the phone and call Rick Rodhouse from Country Financial. He, along with his staff, will assist you with insurance coverage to protect what matters most, in addition to preparing you for the future. Best of all, Rick will take the time to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. For coverage you need at a price you can afford, contact Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency in Pleasant Hill to chat about your insurance needs today.
Get the best deals of the year during New Holland's Value Bonanza, going on now at Bowling Green Tractor. Put 0% financing for 72 months in your pocket, or choose a freeloader on Workmaster subcompact and compact tractors and Boomer compact tractors. Reliable, powerful, and easy to run. They help you tackle chores without breaking the bank. Work smarter with year-end Value Bonanza savings at Bowling Green Tractor. Stop in today. Offers end December 31st. For commercial use only. Customer participation subject to credit qualifications and CNH Industrial Capital America LLC approval. Standard terms, conditions, and other restrictions apply. Down payment may be required.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
The Eagle 102 keys to the game.
And our keys to the game for Mark Twain and Winfield, our first of 2 tonight. I think Ryan, Winfield has to put 4 quarters together. They can't take a team like Mark Twain lightly just based on their 1-7 record.
Yeah, I think a lot of teams will go into this and see that the team's 1-7 and that's who you're playing. And it kind of like lets you back off the gas pedal a little bit in your mind, and you just don't take them as seriously when you got a team that Mark Twain really has nothing to lose, and they're going to come out and really just see what they can do. Since that 1-7 record, you have nothing to lose at that point.
I completely agree. Just go out there, have fun, let the offense run a little bit, and kind of put your body on the line and throw yourself around a little bit.
Yeah, you really can't get too caught up in the shots that you put up. You make them or you don't, and you just have to keep that mentality for the entirety of the game.
Those are our keys to the game. It's Winfield and Mark Twain, a 4-8 matchup in this Clopton Invitational. Winner moves back into the Dale Miller Gymnasium for championship night, and the loser will go home 0-2 from this tournament. We'll check our starting lineups for you after this on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Service and Supply Co-op in Bowling Green and Vandalia, McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, and Pepsi.
Lynn's Heritage House isn't your average senior living facility. At Lynn's, residents have an abundance of social and recreational activities, including trips to the Twin Pike Family YMCA, numerous craft projects, and even the occasional day trip around Pike County. As a resident, you can enjoy the same independent lifestyle you've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing that help is available when needed. For more information, visit Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana, or online at lynsheritage.com.
Hi, this is Shelley Clucky with Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We appreciate the value of working hard and making sure you've taken steps to make sure you're prepared for whatever comes your direction. Best wishes to all of our area athletes for another amazing season from myself and Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
Raffle tickets are on sale now. This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Our Home Care and Hospice Foundation is selling raffle tickets. Enter for your chance to win $1,200 in local restaurant gift cards, a Smith & Wesson 9mm, a beautiful patio set, or a Henry 22 pump action. $5 for one ticket or $20 for 5 tickets. Get yours online at PikeCountyHospice.com or by stopping in at our office at One Healthcare Place in Bowling Green behind Walmart. Winner will be drawn at our annual Valentine Gala fundraiser in February and does not need to be present to win.
Hey Bowling Green Bobcats, support your local school with the People's Bank and Trust Bobcat debit card. For every purchase you make using the card, People's Bank will make a donation to the Bowling Green School District. Stop by any People's Bank and Trust location to get your Bobcat debit card and start supporting your school while you shop. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy.
And your starting lineups for this ball game. First for the number 8 seed Mark Twain Lady Tigers. They're coached by Matt Boswell. They'll start a senior. Number 2, Madison Bolich. Sophomore, number 10, Marin Mallory gets the start. A junior, number 12, Jocelyn Huddleston gets the start. Junior, number 22, Bronwyn Harding. And rounding out the starting 5 is a freshman, number 25, Ella Moss. Seems like Mark Twain always has a Moss in the starting 5, either girls or boys, from one year to the next. For the Winfield Lady Warriors, they're the 4 seed, coached by Austin Godfrey. They'll start a sophomore guard, number 2, Olivia Van Cleve. Senior guard / forward, number 3, Chloe Turnbull gets a start. Number 4, a senior guard, Rensley Davidson. Number 5, a senior guard, Reagan Giebert. And number 22, a sophomore, Cecilia Cable, is the 5th starter for the Winfield Lady Warriors. So again, for Mark Twain, it's Bolich, Mallory, Huddleston, Harding, and Moss. And for Winfield, it's Van Cleve, Turnbull, Davidson, Giebert, and Campbell. Those are your starting 5 for each side. And we'll take a look at the bracket for tonight, tomorrow night, and moving forward from the Clopton Invitational on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Ackles Farm Market, Lacrosse Lumber, and Meyer Implement Company.
With 14 stores across Missouri and Illinois, Lacrosse Lumber Company provides lumber, quality products, and service to homeowners, builders, DIYers, and more. With some of the top brand names in the business available, Lacrosse Lumber has what you need for your next project. Stop into any location for a free estimate before you start your next build. Lacrosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game. And game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
It's time to visit Hayden's Motorsports Center in Frankfort. Time to ride with Honda and Polaris ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Time to work with Steel and Husqvarna chainsaws, weed eaters, leaf blowers, and more. Hayden's Motorsports Center, just off Highway 61 North in Frankfort.
Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic knows that getting the best care for your pet is a top priority. They strive to provide the greatest quality medical and surgical care for our furry companions. Their newly expanded and remodeled facility, with accommodations for comprehensive inpatient hospital care and complete outpatient care, allows the friendly and knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic to keep your pet healthy and safe so the whole family can cheer on our area teams.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, Perkins Electrical Services, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
And while they introduce the players on the floor, let's look at the brackets for this 2024 Clopton Invitational. This is ladies' semifinal night here in the middle school gym, the two consolation semis. Mark Twain and Winfield about to get started, and then Wright City, Louisiana in a 7-6 matchup. And then over in the high school gym, it's Clopton against Silex in the first semi, and then Ellsbury, Monroe City is the nightcap over there, scheduled for a 7:30 start here on KJFM and WBBA. Now on the boys bracket tomorrow, the semifinals on the consolation side here in the middle school gym look like this. 8-seed Mark Twain against 4-seed Louisiana, and then 7-seed Silex will take on 6-seed Ellsbury. And then in the high school gym, the championship semis are 1-seed Clopton against 5-seed Wright City, and the 7:30 game is Monroe City against Winfield. So that's what's still to come here on semifinal night tonight and tomorrow night. Tonight for the girls, tomorrow night for the boys here from this 2024 Clopton Invitational. Mark Twain on the floor, and they'll have number 10, Marin Mallory, jumping center, as they await Cecilia Campbell and the rest of the Winfield Lady Warriors. And Winfield having a little trouble with positioning.
They don't want to let a leak out an easy bucket from Mark Twain here too early in the game.
It's one back, but Mark Twain takes it. And now the ball intercepted, and we're going the other way. Cut off from the three was Reagan Giebert. Gives it off to Rensley Davidson. Davidson hands off now for Olivia Van Cleve. Van Cleve now for Chloe Turnbull. Turnbull drops it back for Campbell. Campbell to the far side. Dribbling back up top is Rensley Davidson. Her pass down low into a double team and a tie-up. It's going to stay with Winfield 34 seconds into this ball game.
It'll be interesting to see how Mark Twain really handles Cecilia Campbell, as Winfield really likes to run their sets through her as being primarily the big for Winfield.
Yeah, she's pretty tall. To the near side, ball fake, steps inside three. The shot from Davidson is offline. Offensive rebound, another shot off the mark. Another offensive rebound for Winfield. Here's a third shot, no good, and out of bounds. It's going to stay with Winfield. And right now, they're just owning the offensive glass.
Kind of a lucky break there from Mark Twain is typically you get three shots like that, at least one of them is going to go in.
They'll have have to dribble out. Here's Giebert. Flies through the air. That one rims out, and finally a rebound for Mark Twain, but the ball lost, tied up, and it's going to stay with Mark Twain this time. It's already 2 tie-ups. We played 1 minute. No score. Lots of opportunities for the Lady Warriors. And you can just see that the confidence right now is not there against the pressure of Winfield. Driving, that shot's good. Well, found a little space there, did Ella Moss. And that puts Mark Twain up. Just like when I said they didn't have confidence, they did a nice little power move through the lane.
I think that's what's going to be key for Mark Twain this game is just take those shots, and if they go in, then they go in. If they miss, you can't let that get you down.
There's an answer from Cecilia Campbell. And we're tied at 2. 6:15 to go in the opening quarter. That shot off the mark. Put back, offensive rebound. Flying in, fight for it, and Campbell comes away with it. Ahead of the pack is Rensley Davidson. Davidson to the glass, bucket, and a bruise. Davidson's first points and a chance for an and one. And the foul will go on Madison Bullich. And the shot is good to make it a 5-2 game. Pass rejected and caught in the backcourt. Gives up her dribble, now gives the ball up to Ella Moss. They work it across the lane, shot off the glass, and that's good. Bullich with her first points of the night. It's a 1-point game. Across the line, Van Cleve. Hands off for Davidson, across the lane. Nothing there, gives it back to Rensley Davidson. Up top now for Olivia Van Cleve. Kick back, here's a 3, top of the key. May have been partially blocked and out of bounds. It's going to go back to Mark Twain, 5:24 to go in the first. 5-4 game. I like this start for Mark Twain.
Yeah, it really looks like they're playing with nothing to lose, breaking the press pretty nicely each time up the court.
Well, they saw enough of it in the opening round. They kind of know what to do with it now.
Yeah, this probably feels like nothing to them.
Exactly.
Coming from the Clopton game.
Up top, here's a 3. That one drops short and out of bounds. Off the miss by Ella Moss. And an early substitution into the ball game is Fallon Davidson. F-A-L-Y-N. I was thinking Phelan. They said, no, it's like Jimmy Fallon. So there you go. With it is Rensley Davidson. Drops it into Fallon, rather, and she puts it in. Davidson makes it a 7-4 game. And a turnover. Gives it back to Winfield with 4:39 to go. This is definitely a loud gym. It actually gets quieter the more people you put in it. A lot of echo in the old gym. Far side, here's Davidson with it. Lob pass rejected. She got it back on the baseline, gave up her dribble, kicks it back now for Van Cleve. Van Cleve up top to Davidson, and she's fouled. Second foul against Mark Twain. And that was against Means. Little floater off the inbound, no good. Offensive rebound and an easy one there for Van Cleve to make it 9-4. Breaking pressure. The Tigers get a little bump there, wasn't called, and back the other way. They get it to go.
Mark Twain's going to do something to stop this run that Winfield's really gone on.
Giebert with the bucket. And what do we have? In the backcourt, a foul. That's on Giebert, her first. First foul against the Lady Warriors, leading by An 11-4 score. Ball goes to the floor. Pick back up and out of bounds. When she landed on it was Ella Moss. Turnover back to Winfield with 3:39 to go in the first.
Right now, it's really just been points off turnovers that have haunted Mark Twain in this game so far.
Up top on the little dump out pass there. The shot was no good and a tie up. Quick call on that tie up. Over in the other gym, Clopton leading Silex in the first, 6-2. And get it in. Shot was blocked. Winfield gets it back. Here's a long three. Top of the key, short. And another rebound for Davidson. That shot off the mark. Putback is good. It's good to be tall, isn't it? Cecilia Campbell with the bucket. Make it 13-4, a 9-point lead. Here's a three. That's too long. And the rebound tipped. And Moss keeps. Here's another three. It's short and out of bounds. Back to the Lady Warriors. With now 2:55 to go in the quarter.
Mark Twain's going to have to do something to stop these second chance points from Winfield. They're just dominating the offensive glass right now.
And they've got to go inside. The three ball is way off. So they've got to get some higher percentage shots on their offensive end. With it is Shoemake, and it's taken away. Go to the basket. On the offside, can't get that one to fall. Rebound out of bounds, and it'll be Winfield ball. But good pressure once they lost the ball. That was Jenna Ross. And Adeline Means almost came up with the steal. Davidson gets it to Campbell. A little hook shot there. I didn't think that had any chance of sneaking over the rim, but it did. And they're up 15-4. Lob pass in, too high. Kick back out, Means with it. Means hands off now for Moss. Kick out, here's a three. Too long. And Means with the rebound out the far side. Got it hand to the face and then out of bounds. And it's back to Winfield on the turnover.
A lot of just mental mistakes right now from Mark Twain.
You know, the first couple minutes they were dealing with the pressure. Now they're having a lot of trouble with it. Davidson kicks it back. Turnbull, and it turned over to the near side. Shot, no, but a foul. Going to be whistled on Cecilia Campbell. That'll send Bullich to the line. She already has 2 points in this ball game. Down to a minute 46 to go in the first. Pretty fast-moving first quarter. And the first shot off the mark. Checking out is Campbell. Checking in is Jolene Laswell. And one more shot for Madison, and Bullich makes one of two to make it a 10-point game. 15-5. Minute 40. Trouble in the backcourt, and we've got a foul, I believe, on Jenna Ross.
The initial pressure from Mark Twain and their press is doing really well for them right now. It's just after one or two passes from Winfield, it kind of breaks down.
And a steal. Stolen back. Another steal. And tied up. Ooh. Pretty strong there from Taylor Martin. She about pulled the Winfield player and the ball off the floor. Kick back, here's Means. Means scoops it. Thought maybe she was slapped a little bit.
And May got away with a foul there.
Turnover back to Winfield. Minute 15 to go in the first quarter. Pass tipped and taken. Ooh, clear out there and then thrown away. Center of the lane, and we have a travel called against Jolene Laswell. Taylor Martin plays with a little bit of an edge, doesn't she?
Real physical game, real physical and fast-paced game so far from both teams.
Timeout on the floor, minute 2 remaining in the first. It's 15-5, Winfield leading Mark Twain from the Clopton Invitational on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by All Parts, Eagles Nest Inn, Bed and Breakfast, and Sun Window Company. Noah Builders in Silex, a proud supporter of all area athletes, is a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit noahbuilders.com. Area high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, State Farm agents, Pepsi, and Ackles Farm Market.
Minute 2 to go. Means will bring it up the floor for Mark Twain, trailing by 10. Gave up her dribble, now dumps it into Martin. Martin off the glass is good. First points for Taylor Martin. 15-7, 8-point game. Over far side for Fallon Davidson. Spins off one, but double dribbled in the process. Gives it back to Mark Twain, so pressure creates a turnover there. Down to 35 seconds to go in the quarter. Hands it off. Marin Mallory had it knocked away, picked back up by Means. Over to the far side, and a foul going to be whistled. That's going to be on Laswell. She just got caught in the crosshairs there.
Taylor Martin does not want to shy away from contact.
Nope. Here's Means for 3. That's good. Madeline Means makes it a 5-point game with 10 seconds to go in the quarter. So a nice little run here by Mark Twain. And a trammel. Turnover. Shoemake. Left before she put the ball on the floor. And a chance, really, with 5 seconds to go. You got to hurry. You got to throw it. Here it comes at the buzzer. A little short from Taylor Martin, and it'll be a 5-point game after the opening 8 minutes. From the Clopton Invitational, it's Winfield 15, Mark Twain 10. Back with the second after this on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by All Parts, Eagles Nest Inn, Bed and Breakfast, and Sun Window Company.
Wrap up your holiday hustle and bustle at Gambino's in Louisiana. Dine in and have your gift wrapping taken care of while enjoying a mouth-watering dinner. Or reserve an exclusive s'mores station. Limited spots available, so call now to reserve a cozy Christmas-themed s'mores station where you can gather round, roast marshmallows indoors, and create gooey, delicious s'mores. Check out Gambino's Eatery Facebook page for specials and events. Call Gambino's today and make this holiday season extra sweet. The Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast, downtown Louisiana, is under new ownership. It's been updated and offers its own unique charm. It's the perfect place to stay while visiting the area during festivals, homecoming, and holidays. Call or book online at the Eagles.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM, brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Start of the second quarter. From the middle school gym. That'll be Winfield with the ball. They're having a little trouble offensively.
Gave up another offensive rebound that Cecilia Campbell was able to take advantage of and score.
She's got 8 already. Another turnover. Ball chased to the corner, and timeout called by the Tigers as Jocelyn Huddleston was in trouble on the sideline. 17-10. Winfield leads, 7:25 to go in the first half from the Clopton Invitational on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by All Parts, Eagles Nest Inn, Bed and Breakfast, and Sun Window Company.
Welcome to Vast National Bank. How can I help you?
Hey, I'm here to talk to someone about a loan.
Oh, I'll grab you the L97B. We call it the Just Talking form.
What about actually applying for a loan?
Oh my, let me pop in the toner cartridge. Hey Bill, you want to pass me the big stapler?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to People's Savings Bank.
Skip the mega banks. When you need a loan, visit People's Savings Bank. The people you know and trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Well, Mark Twain came back from the timeout a little early. Missed the shot. Winfield had the ball and then turned it over on the far sideline. Here's Means in trouble. And her pass was blocked, and she looked a little slow getting up. Winfield with the ball. Giebert across the line. Get it all the way down to the baseline. Shot. No. But heading to the line will be Rensley Davidson. She's 1 for 1 from that spot tonight. Did you see who the foul was on?
I did not see.
I looked up right after he put the fingers down, and they don't put it on the scoreboard here in the middle school gym. We'll figure it out.
I will say Mark Twain definitely should be happy with that first quarter. Although they were down, they made some mistakes, but they were still in the game. They didn't let it get too out of hand.
Long pass ahead. Kick it near side. Here's a three. That one just off the mark. Another long rebound for Davidson, and turns into a break. Shot, no. And the rebound again goes to Winfield. Van Cleve tracked it down. Here's another three. It misses everything. Hits the wall and goes back to Mark Twain with 6:31 to go in the half. Coach Brandstetter already here scoping out this game. Louisiana will play next. And that shot, I'm going to say it was blocked. They could have gone either way there, called the foul or called a block, and Mark Twain gets to keep possession. Here's Means. Kick out now for Mallory. Now for Huddleston. Huddleston drives center of the lane, and no, but a foul will send Jocelyn Huddleston to the line. And it'll go on Olivia Van Cleve. Over in the other gym, Clopton has retaken the lead, 18-15. They were down a point earlier to Silex. And the first shot, no good. Huddleston makes the second. So it's a 7-point game. Davidson across the line. And lost control, out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to Mark Twain. Closing in on 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter.
Winfield's really giving Mark Twain every opportunity to stay in this game. They just really need to take advantage of these opportunities that they're being given.
Long pass ahead. Get it down, shot, good, and a foul. Oh, what a move by Bronwyn Harding, and a chance for an and one. Foul goes on Cecilia Campbell, her second. And the shot good, 3-point play. 5-point game. And now a turnover. Across the line. Here come the Tigers. Kick out. Waited. Now Martin with it. Ball goes to the floor. So does she, and she covers up for the tie-up. It'll stay with the Tigers with 5:37 to play. Winfield lead down to 4 at 18-14. Kick it near side. Here's a drive and another foul. That's going to be 3 on Campbell. And these aren't fouls just because she's taller. She's not setting herself in the center of that lane.
And this is going to be a big loss for Winfield, as she's going to have to sit out for probably the rest of the first half.
She's not happy either. First shot good. 3-point game. They're tied in the high school gym at 18-18, Clopton and Silex. Always have really good matchups, usually in the semifinals of this tournament too.
Yeah, you're getting a championship match there in the semifinals.
She made them both. Winfield lead down to 2. Gotta be happy if you're a Mark Twain fan, and out of bounds. And boy, Davidson is frustrated over there. She thought she got knocked out of bounds. Far side. Little floater. That's no good. Rebound tipped around. Tigers get it. Kick back. There's another floater. Too hard off the glass. Put back. No. How about another? Out of bounds. And this time it's going to go to Winfield, as Jenna Ross came flying in and knocked it away from Chloe Turnbull. Cross the line with it. And taken away. Taken back though. Bad pass. Davidson picked it up. She goes to the basket. Yes, and a foul. Whistle's going to be on Alexis Ward. Bucket's good. And to the line for the and one is Rensley Davidson. Chance to restore the 5-point lead. And puts it right on through. 21-16. No pressure. Tigers break it. And a travel called. Huddleston did everything she could to keep those feet planted, but just couldn't keep a hold held down.
They just had a little bit too much momentum there. The foot kind of dragged.
Backcourt, Van Cleve has it again. Floater of a pass to Turnbull. Drop it down, now back to the free throw line, and 3 seconds in the lane. Yep. Pass high, gathered in by Jenna Ross. She takes it to the basket, but double dribble to cross over. That's hard to do, double dribble on a crossover like that.
Yeah, I mean, I guess she just got too ahead of herself there. A little one-on-one to the basket.
Davidson, kick it near side. Here's a 3, that one offline. And the rebound tipped by Bulich to herself, but then thrown away. Picked off by Turnbull. Here comes Winfield, taken away and gathered in. Nice job by Huddleston. Back the other way. Caught from behind, ball goes to the floor, picked up by Winfield. Good work on the floor by number 33 for the Warriors. On the floor again, and we're going to have a foul, I think. Going to be against Mark Twain.
I think everyone on the court just hit the ground there.
No, they're going to say it's against the. Ooh. I don't see how that's on, because she ended up on the bottom of the pile. That's Brandy Cannell. So Mark Twain an opportunity to get a little closer here with 3:45 to go, and they turn it over.
It's just a worst case scenario there from Mark Twain. Got a break, got an opportunity, and just to not get a shot out of it.
Nope. Little trouble at the line, and we're going to have a foul against Jenna Ross. That's her second. So the Lady Warriors will inbound at the end of the Mark Twain bench. 3 from the corner. That one almost snuck down. Backing up, another offensive rebound, turns into a pass, and an easy putback there for Cannell. Number 33, she wasn't on our initial roster, had to write her in. Back, and a foul going to be called against Claire Shoemake. 3:11 to play in the half, 23-16. Over in the high school gym, Clopton has built a 26-18 lead, so that game was actually tied at 18, so now an 8-0 run for the Lady Hawks. As the first shot is good for Jenna Ross. This is what you got to do. You got to make the freebies. Second shot short. Jinxed her, didn't I? And a tie-up, and it goes to Winfield.
Yeah, that's really what Mark Twain has lacked in this game is their free throws. I mean, they're playing hard, they're playing fast. They have made simple mistakes, but they've made up for it with the hustle that they've shown. But it's just the free throws have really hurt them.
Well, they actually made 5 in a row before that shot from the free throw line. The first quarter wasn't as good. Across the lane, kick out. Here's a 3, a little long. Another offensive rebound for Van Cleve, and she's fouled. And the foul go on Taylor Martin on the swipe.
I don't think she really agreed with that call.
I like the explanation from the official, though.
Yeah, how can you argue a call when you get a full breakdown
Right?
of what happened?
Missed the first. And now, if you can get the rebound off this, it's a good foul. Second shot. Yeah, made the second one, so got 1 instead of 2. Oh, almost a turnover right in front of us. Are you ready if a ball comes up here?
I don't think so.
Turnaround shot. That's a good for 3. Ross with the tray. 24-20. Mark Twain very much in this semifinal. And through the hands of Cannell out of bounds. I've had to react quickly up here.
I think my days are over. I've retired from basketball, so I might be looking to you if a ball comes up here.
Almost a travel. That floater no good. Put back is good. I think that was Van Cleve again on the putback. Here's another 3. Ross offline this time. And the rebound, almost stolen away after the rebound by Winfield. They get it across the line. Here's Shoemake. That shot is good. Business picking up a little bit here. 8-point lead for Winfield. Minute 50 to go in the half. Far side, floater. Here's Means. Works that low position, but can't hit the shot. She was off balance. Now gets a steal. Go back to that basket. Kick out. And a foul going to be called, and Martin will head to the line. First time to the line for Taylor Martin. 1:35 left in the half.
This would be big for Mark Twain as they've slowed down the momentum that Winfield had, slowing the pace of play down.
First shot, can't find a home. Checking out was Fallon Davidson for Winfield. Coach Godfrey not afraid to use his bench. She missed them both. Rebound goes to the floor. I think Winfield would have had an easy out, but 2 players, teammates, fought over that ball and allowed the Tigers to come in and grab a share of it.
And the refs have been quick to call jump balls today.
Yes, they have. 1:30 exactly on the clock. Work it around. Here's Ross. Near corner, Means for 3. A little short. And another tie-up. This time it'll be Winfield ball. with 1:21 to play in the half. Over in the other gym, now a 10-point game. Clopton leading 29-19. Game far from over, though. And knocked out of bounds. Good work by Elamos. Minute 14 to go. Long pass in. Shot, no, but a foul. That's going to be on Bolich. No, they didn't give it to Bolich. They gave it to Marin Mallory. And the first shot barely touched the bottom of the twine.
This is really big for Mark Twain. Is not a lot of shots have came out of the game being slowed down like this, but it really allows them to recompose themselves. As the momentum that Winfield had, like it just looked like Mark Twain was a little bit shell-shocked by it a little bit.
Yeah. Pretty fair description there. They didn't know which way was up. Now they're right in this ball game. Oh, a travel called as Ross shuffled her feet before that pass. Referee has a little conversation there with Van Cleve before he gave her the ball. Over to the far side, it's Davidson. Leaves it, now for Canal. Little floater pass. Gets it down low for Shoemake. Just throwing the ball somewhere near the basket. We've got a tie up, and it's going to Mark Twain. A behind the back shot.
Wouldn't have been something if it went in.
Right? Here's Means for three. Short. And the rebound pulled out the far side. Long pass ahead to Davidson and too far for Rensley. 25.3 seconds to go. I think you can call this half a success. Well, not anymore. We're going to have a foul before the shot. It's still going to be a two-shot foul. Sending Van Cleve to the line, as that was the fifth foul.
We'll see if it pays off, and if she misses, you could say it was a good foul.
Right. Yep, first one goes through. Second shot. She made them both. Now it's a 10-point game. Down to 20 seconds. Almost a travel. Almost a tie-up. And now they do call the travel. You can't allow another bucket now. I think if you allow any points in the next 14.6 seconds, you start getting nervous heading into the second half.
You never want the lead to stretch over 10. That's when it starts to become a little bit more of a challenge to come back from.
And we're going to have a foul against the Warriors, so it was a loose ball foul, so there will be shots. Elamos heading to the line. These are important. First shot. In, out, back in. I think the horn made that one go down. It was still on the rim when that sounded. 7.9 seconds to go, 30 to 21.
Maybe it was the shooter's touch on that one.
Yeah. Second shot, good as well. 30 to 22, 8-point game, 7 seconds to go. They get it across the line. They're going to go right to the bucket. Rims out, and that'll do it. 2 quarters in the books here from the semifinals, consolation semis of the Clopton Invitational Tournament. We'll be back with the halftime report for you after this from KJFM WBBA Sports.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, Pike Lincoln Technical Center, and Kearns Construction.
You simply can't buy a better replacement window than one from Sun Window Company. Energy-efficient windows and doors with a lifetime warranty on both the window and installation. Sun Window Company, family-owned and operated since 1989, offers low factory direct prices on high-quality vinyl windows, custom designed to fit perfectly and built to last. See how much you can save. Call Sun Windows, 573-549-2080 for details and a free estimate. Sun Window Company, Highway 161 in Middletown.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Geared Up, just off the square in Pittsfield, is your first stop for screen printing and embroidery. The folks at Geared Up take pride in making their communities and schools look great while offering the best prices around. If you're looking to expand your wardrobe or maybe a gift is on the list, stop by their store and check out numerous items in stock. When you're looking for custom apparel and awards for your business, organization, or team, stop by Geared Up, 211 South Madison in Pittsfield.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance and financial service needs. Call, email, text, or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield, a family-oriented office, is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102, brought to you by Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a Taste of Philly.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 Halftime Report, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
At the half, 30-22, the Winfield Warriors leading the Mark Twain Lady Tigers. Mark Froelich and Ryan Camps back here in the middle school gym, and a pretty entertaining half of basketball, Ryan. Mark Twain, they'd have moments where they'd look a little out of sorts, but they were able to pull it back together at the end of each quarter.
Yeah, I mean, they were playing fast and physical, which really played in their advantage, and they're really playing like they didn't have anything to lose. And when you're coming in with the record that they have, I mean, why not do that? And they got to be happy with the half that they played, only being down 8. I mean, I know you're still down, but it's better than some games that you've been in. And I think the biggest thing is staying under composure, as sometimes Winfield will get out on a run and the momentum will really shift in Winfield's favor, and they just have to recompose themselves and really slow the game back down and just catch their breath a little bit.
Yeah, and, they'd get close to being right there, almost tying the ball game, and then they'd allow a little run. They'd almost say, we're here, and by the time that breath ended, they were down by 6 or 8 again. So they've got to stay on the pedal a little bit, especially when they get Winfield against the ropes.
Yeah, they can't let the game get too out of hand. It started to get that way a little bit, and then they brought it back, and then they kind of let it slip a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But they've kind of managed it to where it's kind of stayed in this 6 to 8 point range. but they really have to just slow down Winfield and take advantage of the mistakes that Winfield has made. Is you mentioned Winfield struggled to play a full game, and that second quarter really showed, and they just Winfield kind of let off the gas a little bit.
And Winfield was up by 10 in the final 30 seconds, had a chance to go up 12. Couldn't get that done. Allow Mark Twain to get within 8, and I think that was a big swing. That's a 4-point swing where you're down 12, you're down on yourself. You're down 8, you think you're right in this ball game.
If you're down 12, you're going in, we're really down by a lot.
Yeah.
You're down by 8, it's like, you only have 4 shots, 4 twos, and you're back in this.
Exactly. So that's our story through 2 quarters. We'll take a break, come back with first half scoring after this. 30-22, Winfield leading Mark Twain in the Consolation semis of the Clopton Invitational from KJFM WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by West End Cabins and Storage, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
CMC Distributing in Louisiana is the place to turn for steel, culverts, industrial supplies, and central welding supplies. In addition, CMC Distributing offers trailer parts, truck accessories, truck beds, and trailer repairs. At CMC Distributing, they always go the extra mile while working hard to make sure you're satisfied. They do it that way for a simple reason. They appreciate your business. CMC Distributing, Highway 54, west of Louisiana.
Since 1939, Meyer Implement Company has been serving the local agricultural and business communities with quality sales and service. Meyer Implement has also taken great pride in supporting those communities and would like to wish the area sports teams the best of luck throughout their seasons. Be sure to stop by and visit the people who truly appreciate your business. Meyer Implement Company in Bowling Green.
Think about all that's important to you, your family, your possessions, and your future. Pick up the phone and call Rick Rodhouse from Country Financial. He, along with his staff, will assist you with insurance coverage to protect what matters most, in addition to preparing you for the future. Best of all, Rick will take the time to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. For coverage you need at a price you can afford, contact Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency in Pleasant Hill to chat about your insurance needs today.
Get the best deals of the year during New Holland's Value Bonanza, going on now at Bowling Green Tractor. Put 0% financing for 72 months in your pocket, or choose a freeloader on Workmaster subcompact and compact tractors and Boomer compact tractors. Reliable, powerful, and easy to run. They help you tackle chores without breaking the bank. Work smarter with year-end Value Bonanza savings at Bowling Green Tractor. Stop in today. Offers end December 31st. For commercial use only. Customer participation subject to credit qualifications and CNH Industrial Capital America LLC approval. Standard terms, conditions, and other restrictions apply. Down payment may be required.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 Halftime Report, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Mark Twain back out of the locker room, still waiting on Winfield to return. First half scoring for the Lady Tigers. They've got 2 points from Taylor Martin, 3 from Adeline Means, 3 from Jocelyn Huddleston, and 3 from Madison Bolich. 4 points in the first half for Jenna Ross and 4 points for Ella Moss. So the Mosses combined for 8 points, and Mark Twain was 8 of 13 from the free throw line. So not great, but not terrible. Shooting free throws in the first half. Winfield, they were 6 of 10 shooting free throws, so just over 50% there. They've got 2 points from Kaylee Walcott. Fallon Davidson had 2. Claire Shoemake had 2. Reagan Giebert had 2. 7 points each for Rensley Davidson and Olivia Van Cleve, and then 8 points for Cecilia Campbell, but she picked up 3 fouls, so she had to sit a significant portion of the second quarter, and that was a big boost for Mark Twain as well.
Man, that really hurt Winfield. As I mentioned before, Winfield really likes to run their offense through Cecilia Campbell, especially when things slow down and they're not trying to break a press and getting fast break points from off there. They really like to run it through her and try to just dominate in the post in that regard. So having her sit out for the last 5 minutes of the half really hurt them.
That'll do it for the halftime report. 30-22, Winfield leading Mark Twain, and we're actually ready for the second half of this ball game. A quick halftime here from the middle school gym. We've got one more game for you from this gym, and that will be Wright City and Louisiana. That's coming up right after this one. Winfield with the ball to start the second half. With it is Turnbull. She has it again after inbounding. Gives it off for Van Cleve. Over to the far side for Davidson. Her three is short. Rebound comes out the near side. Picked up by Ella Moss. Long pass ahead. Get it to Jenna Ross. That shot no good. And the rebound picked up by Campbell. Taken away from behind by Moss. Bounce pass across to Martin. Martin kicks it to the corner. Here's a three. That one's good. From the near side, Jenna Ross has 7 points. And it's 30-25. 5-point game. Did I mention that Mark Twain shooting at the good hoop in the second half as well? A little more forgiving on that end. Here's a three from the near side, short. And another rebound. Oh, and a travel called against Ella Moss.
A great start here from Mark Twain is they really haven't missed a beat coming out of halftime. Just playing fast and physical like we mentioned, and we'll see if they can really knock down this lead.
Campbell, shot no good, battered around. Moss picks it up, and she's picked off with her pass. Top of the key, here's a three, that's off the line. And crashing for the rebound was Van Cleve. Gets it off to Davidson. Back to Van Cleve for three, no. Put back, no. And the rebound this time, ooh, we're gonna have a foul. Davidson didn't like it. That's her second. Probably prevented a fast break, though.
And that might have been the best option, even though you don't like to pick up a foul like that. But it definitely prevented a easy 2 points from Mark Twain.
Far side, ooh, out of bounds. Turnover. Bolich had to extend to keep that from going out of bounds and couldn't keep her tiptoes. Campbell to the near side. Back up top. Here's a long three. That one drops through. Van Cleve with a tray. 33-25. Long pass ahead. Floater. Martin can't get that one to fall. Campbell goes to the ground. It goes off the foot of Turnbull out of bounds. Actually, that was Van Cleve. No, it was Turnbull.
Those are possessions you're kicking yourself from Mark Twain. You can't put too many of those together.
Three from the far side, and unable to gather in that rebound was Martin. I'm not sure what she was looking at. Was she scared she was going to fall down the stairs over there? That is something that could happen. Oh, back the other way. Oh, unable to convert, and then hitting the bottom of the rim was Turnbull off the Campbell miss.
It's got to be a sigh of relief from Mark Twain there.
Yeah. Here's Martin. Back for Bolich. Floats it. Martin off the glass and good. Had a better look at it, did Taylor Martin that time. More pressure from the Tigers. Broke. Ooh, that was almost a travel. Right there at the center stripe. Campbell. Can't get that one to fall. Martin, who bumped her, got the rebound and is fouled, and that's number 4 on Cecilia. And quickly off the bench is Kaylee Walcott. We were misidentifying her earlier.
That is one of the worst situations possible for Winfield here.
Yeah. She'll have to sit for at least a full quarter, you would say.
She's definitely dominated the offensive glass for Winfield.
Walcott got the loose ball. Kick it near side. Here's a three. A little long on that one. Walcott, putback is good. She's got 4. 8-point lead for Winfield. And that shot's good. Back to a 6-point deficit on the finish by Bronwyn Harding. More pressure. Two-player pressure. Martin almost knocked it away. Oh, kickoff wide open was Walcott on the back door, and a timeout taken. 37-29, Winfield leading Mark Twain. 4:35 to go in the third from the Clopton Invitational on KJFM, WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bibb Veach and Collier Funeral Homes, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Kayla Caldwell, and Silex Banking Company.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
I'm Tylee Mills, the CEO of Pike County Memorial Hospital. You've heard it from your friends, family, and even neighbors. They choose Pike County Memorial Hospital. Quality care from quality people. Pike County Memorial Hospital.
Mark Twain breaks pressure and a turnover. Travel called against Jenna Ross. 4:26 to play here in the third quarter. Got us a game, 37-29. Winfield leading Mark Twain. And that one off the glass is good. Good lean that time by Davidson. Makes it a 10-point Winfield advantage. Their biggest lead of the second half.
Winfield's definitely found their stride here.
Shot no good, but a foul going to be whistled on Walcott, her second. It is busted open over in the Dale Miller Gymnasium. It is now 51-28, Clopton leading Silex. Substitutions for the Tigers. Adeline Means back in the ball game. They get it in. Ross, ooh, overthrown. Goes into the backcourt and over and back as Martin picks it up. Last second substitution. Walcott out. Shoemake in. Also coming in was Jolene Laswell. Trouble. Over to the far side now for Laswell. Her pass tip. Get it back up to Van Cleve. Van Cleve. Oh, backdoor. Easy bucket there for Shoemake. And that's the biggest lead of the night for Winfield. In transition, that shot is good. Huddleston, good passing by the Tigers. Back to a 10-point game.
It's been really back and forth as Winfield scored, then Mark Twain's found a way to score and break the press, but Mark Twain just needs to create more stops on defense.
Here's a long three. No. And Martin had the rebound taken away, and they allow Davidson right to the basket to stretch the lead back to 12, 43-31. 5 minutes gone now. Laswell a steal. Far side, a three. Oh, that drops through. That's a dagger there. Rensley Davidson with the tray, and it's 46-31. 15-point lead, and now another steal. Pass across and out of bounds.
Everything's really starting to click for Winfield here.
Well, the Tigers have to be the ones to slow the pace.
Yeah, right now they're trying to play up to Winfield's pace, and they're just kind of overwhelming themselves a little bit.
Yeah. Long pass ahead and knocked out of bounds. Actually grabbed by Jenna Ross, who was on the bench. Kick it near corner. Here's a three. That's short. Gotta follow those shots. Those long shots, they just seem like they stand around a little bit too long. Out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to Mark Twain. Good work on the far side by Ella Moss to create the turnover. Means Center of the lane, Adeline Means is fouled. That's going to be on Laswell, Jolene's second. 46-31. Winfield up by 15. And the shot can't find its way home. Means stuck on 3 points. Second shot does go down. 46-32. In the backcourt with it is Davidson across the line to Davidson. And taken away. Means spin move away from 3. Warriors, that shot is good. An unorthodox drive, but a good one from Adeline Means. And what do we have? A foul against Mark Twain. And it goes on to Huddleston. That's the first foul against Mark Twain here in the third quarter.
I wasn't exactly sure what they were calling there.
She'll check out. Jocelyn Huddleston will. Oh, too easy and a foul on top of it. Shoemake just came in from behind. No one tracked her.
That's just what's killed Mark Twain so far in this third quarter is they've allowed too many layups and easy buckets.
And the three-point play. 49-34, back to a 15-point lead. Bolich back in. Mallory checks out. Jolene Laswell also checks out as Walcott comes back in. Here's Means. Behind the back dribble. Kicked it down to nobody.
A little miscommunication there.
Yeah, Ward never saw it.
I think she was expecting Ward to cut and it just never happened.
And that's just a product of moving a little too fast, and now a foul going to be called on Bolich. And Coach Boswell said she dropped her shoulder twice.
You think it was twice?
Yeah. Emphasis on twice. Oh, didn't call that one. Now the ball goes to the floor. And out of bounds. Gonna stay with Mark Twain, but a 2-on-1 like that, you gotta come away with points.
Yeah, it was a great defensive effort by Fallon to knock it out of their hands, but Mark Twain just has to capitalize on those moments.
Gets it back, Hawkins. Here's a three from the corner, that's good. They'll take that one. Second tray of the night for Adeline Means. 49-37, final minute of the third quarter. More pressure, Rensley Davidson breaks it. Off the glass and good. With it is Bolich. Ahead for Hawkins. Kick back, here's Means for three. Looks good, oh, a little short. Long rebound and a foul as Fallon Davidson got the loose ball. And the foul goes on Bella Hawkins. Fourth foul, yeah.
Mark Twain just has to stop the drive right now. They have to make Winfield shoot the ball and hope they miss.
A little gift there. She had Shoemake backdoor and took the long shot. Bounced off the rim over the backboard. Here's Means. Behind her back, got lucky. Gets it back. Tries one too many passes. You've got to just take that to the hoop. Adeline Means is big and strong. She's got to go to the hoop.
Yeah, it was there for a split second, and then she just was a split second too late. And you just have to know to take that yourself.
Lucky to keep possession. Hawkins, Means for three. Short. Rebound tied up momentarily, and they come away with it. And the ball goes to the floor, and we're going to have a push and foul shots with 0.5 seconds to go. And that's on Means. You bail out there, the horn sounds, and you go to the fourth quarter.
Yeah, definitely not a good opportunity here for Mark Twain is to send somebody to the line with 0.5 seconds left on the clock.
Yeah, both teams have done that now. Winfield did it at the end of the first, and now Mark Twain does it, and the shot is good. That's a free point. Foul on Davidson. 52-37. And this makes it the biggest lead of the night. Buzzer beater well short. We go to the fourth with Mark Twain trailing Winfield here in the Consolation semifinal of this Clopton Invitational. 53-37 our score. Back with the fourth after this from KJFM WBBA Sports.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Rick Rodhouse, Country Financial Agent, Noah Builders, and Central State Bank of Illinois.
Lynn's Heritage House isn't your average senior living facility. At Lynn's, residents have an abundance of social and recreational activities, including trips to the Twin Pike Family YMCA, numerous craft projects, and even the occasional day trip around Pike County. As a resident, you can enjoy the same independent lifestyle you've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing that help is available when needed. For more information, visit Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana, or online at lynsheritage.com.
Raffle tickets are on sale now. This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Our Home Care and Hospice Foundation is selling raffle tickets. Enter for your chance to win $1,200 in local restaurant gift cards, a Smith & Wesson 9mm, a beautiful patio set, or a Henry 22 pump action. $5 for one ticket or $20 for 5 tickets. Get yours online at PikeCountyHospice.com or by stopping in at our office at One Healthcare Place in Bowling Green behind Walmart. Winner will be drawn at our annual Valentine Gala fundraiser in February and does not need to be present to win.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
A steal by Mark Twain to start the fourth, and a good finish by Jenna Ross. She's got 9 points now, and it's 53-39. Almost another steal. They're in trouble, and a foul bails them out. Ross picks up her third. First foul of the fourth quarter.
You think she continues to play aggressive with her 3 fouls, or?
I think so. You have to. You're down by 14. Almost stolen. Working pass Means, drops it down low. Shot off the glass by Walcott is good, and she's got 8.
That's just been the story of Winfield this second half especially. And Mark Twain just hasn't had an answer for him.
And you got to respect the job that Walcott's done with Campbell spending so much of the game on the bench.
Yeah, that's definitely been a big loss for Winfield that Walcott's filled the role of Campbell there.
Turnover by the Tigers. Gives it back to the Lady Warriors. Bounce pass ahead. Van Cleve. And, very close to a walk there. Pass tipped and taken away. Bolich, look out behind you. Across the lane, Martin hits the side of the backboard. Loose ball, Bolich gets it back and scores. She's got 5. 55-41. Winfield across the line and out of bounds as Rensley Davidson couldn't do the dance on the far sideline there. And that's a tough sideline, it really is. Over here you got the benches and everything right on the sideline, so you kind of get your bearings about you. Over there, it's a good 3-4 foot.
It's definitely a valiant effort to stay in bounds there.
Yeah. 3 from the far side is no good. Ball loose, picked up by Martin, and she's fouled. That will be 3 on Walcott. 55-41. Coach Godfrey was speaking one volume, and then the place got quiet. And he's, oh, I better stop. As Martin missed the first one. So it stays 55-41. And the second shot is good. She's got 5. And taken away, and a foul called. That's going to be the third on Rensley Davidson.
I think that's the second time she's picked up a foul there, but saved a fast break layup.
Back court, Ella Moss. Across the line. Ooh, to the far side. Now in the corner. Moss. Martin. Now Bolich. Ooh. Little tangle there between two teammates, and a timeout taken. Probably a good one from Matt Boswell and the Mark Twain Lady Tigers. 5:59 to go in the fourth. 55-42. Winfield leading in the consolation semis at the Clopton Invitational from KJFM WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by J. Roberts Jewelry, Pike County Title Company, and Gambino's Eatery.
Is winter giving your home a hard time? Let People's Bank and Trust make financing those home improvements easy. I'm Jake Thompson, and we have loans designed specifically for repairs and renovations, along with home equity lines of credit. Stop by People's Bank and Trust on Business 61 in Bowling Green or in historic downtown Louisiana and ask to speak to one of our lenders about how we can help you. People's Bank and Trust, online at www.pbtc.net, member FDIC, equal housing lender, and MLS number 407724.
With 14 stores across Missouri and Illinois, La Crosse Lumber Company provides lumber, quality products, and service to homeowners, builders, DIYers, and more. With some of the top brand names in the business available, La Crosse Lumber has what you need for your next project. Stop into any location for a free estimate before you start your next build. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Out of bounds after the timeout. It was knocked away from Jolene Laswell. And Coach Boswell saying no, she dribbled it out of bounds. And the referee said no. It hit first, then she dribbled. Here's Laswell. And that one doesn't stick on the rim. Martin a rebound and a foul called against Claire Shoemake. 5:39 to play. 13-point game. For Mark Twain, you got to make your move now. Pass tipped. Moss gets it, and she's fouled. That's going to be the second on Van Cleve.
Mark Twain's really got to take advantage of these fouls that Winfield's committing. They got to try to get into the bonus and get to the line.
Over in the high school gym, Clopton has really opened things up. 63-37. They actually handed it a 29-point lead there momentarily, and Silex put a bucket or two together. They get it in. Moss starts her dribble. That's Ella. Back up top. Over to the far side. Martin. Just throwing up a prayer there. Turns into an offensive rebound. Shot from the baseline is short. And we're going to have a foul against the Tigers. Yes, it looked like that was Ross picking up her fourth as she got into Cecilia Campbell. So now Ross with 4. Campbell with 4. So each team with a player with 4 fouls. Down low, Laswell, that's an easy one. Her first points of the night. 57-42. Back to a 15-point advantage. Double team and a reach-in foul.
Winfield's definitely just settled into this groove and just figured out what works for them against Mark Twain and just haven't looked back.
That was the third foul on Shoemake and the fifth foul of the quarter. So it is the bonus. So to the line to shoot two is Ella Moss.
This will be big for Mark Twain, being in the bonus now.
And the first shot is good. You got to make them. She's got 5 points tonight. Louisiana Wright City coming up next. Here from the middle school gym. Missed the second. Coming back. Ball loose, and we're going to have a foul on Taylor Martin, her third. That's why I like that ref. He verbalizes everything. Shot short.
They've really just made it impossible to argue about the calls, given good descriptions of what happened.
We're going to have another foul. This one's going to be on Lasswell. And back the other way. At the line, Bullich, and she drains the first. 57-44, 4:39 to play. Second shot is good as well. She's got 7 points in the game. Kick back. Lasswell walked, but got the foul. It's going to be on Bronwyn Harding. That hurt me. Him slapping himself in the chest.
They really let you know who he's on.
Mm-hmm. And the first one, just right on through. That's the best sound a ball on a net can make. And she did it twice. 59-45. A 14-point lead for Winfield. And the ball taken away. To the basket. And two more. Rensley Davidson has 18. Biggest lead of the night. Now it's 16 points. Martin ripped it away. And a foul going to be called, and that is it on Campbell. She's going to finish with 8 points and fouls out here with 4:09 to go.
I would say Winfield really missed her presence down in the post. She really dominated the glass, but I think Walcott did a really good job of picking up for her absence in this game.
So she sits. First shot was no good for Bullich. And the second shot is good. Winfield got away with a little bit of a bump there after the shot, too. You don't see that often, that big of a bump on the shooter of a free throw. Here's Giebert. Her long shot, no good. Martin the rebound. Got to push it. Now she puts on the brakes, waits for teammates. To the basket. No, but a foul is going to send Bronwyn Harding to the line. And the foul is the fourth on Walcott.
Mark Twain is really taking advantage of this bonus that they've got themselves in.
Missing on the first is Harding. Second shot, short as well. And a tie up on the rebound. Mean strong on that one. Wins the arrow. Harding checks out. Means to inbound. Gets it to Martin, up top, Moss to Moss. Look out behind you. Good crossover to get away from it. Here's Means for three from the corner. Just off the mark. Martin, the long rebound. And thrown away. Oh. Bailed out.
Yeah, that three would have been huge for Mark Twain and keeping them in this game, but keeping the ball in their possession is big for them. They just have to come out of this possession with at least two.
Yeah, they've gotten extra bits of possession here. Here's the three, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Giebert. Oh, now ahead of the pack, and Martin with a foul. That's going to be the fourth on Taylor Martin. And it's going to send Fallon Davidson to the line to shoot a pair. She is 2 for 2 from that spot. Hit two in the third quarter. Has 4 points in the game. And her shoes are pink. Missed the first.
You jinxed her there. Saying she was 2 for 2.
Yeah. Second shot. Rims out. Missed them both. Means the rebound for Mark Twain. You're welcome, Tiger fans. And now a foul going to be called on Van Cleve.
You know, you'd think we'd learn at this point to just not talk about people when they're at the free throw line, but
sometimes you got to throw it in just to see if it still works. If Louisiana was in a state championship up by 1 and the opposition was at the line, would you not want me to talk about how perfect their free throw shooters are?
Oh yeah, you'd have to talk about them not missing a single free throw just to see if it still work, but.
Ross hits the first. She hit them both. 61-48, down to 3:15 to go in the ball game. Bounce pass, three, good. Van Cleve with 13 points. 64-48. That may have been the dagger unless they can answer it short. An easy rebound, and then Martin ties it up. It's going to stay with Winfield with now 2:56 to play. Substitution, Turnbull in for Van Cleve.
You'd say you'd want Winfield to take those shots just for a lower percentage of making them, but they just haven't missed a lot of them tonight.
No. Means almost got the loose ball, and that is over and back. Both officials called that one.
Yep. I don't think she's established across the line yet.
Here's Bolich. Gets it to Means. Means shot short. And Winfield comes away with it. Across the line. Winfield's got numbers. Back door. Shot short. And a foul going to be whistled against. No, they're going to say out of bounds. We're the Warriors.
Huge opportunity here from Mark Twain.
Yeah, you got to get points here. Down 16 with 2:23 to go. You almost need a three-point play. Instead, knocked out of bounds. Stays with the Tigers. Oh, good pass there. Shot for three is good. Ross, Jenna Ross. 64-51. And again, over and back. Oh, they're going to talk about it.
That's exactly what Mark Twain needs, though. They need quick possessions on offense when
Yep.
they end in a make.
They're going to say over and back. And I think their coach, Austin Godfrey, agreed. You got to establish yourself, just like you said. Here's another three. Oh, short. That would have been huge. Now a foul going to be called against the Tigers. And is that number 5? It is on Taylor Martin. So she finishes with 5 points. And will be shooting free throws again for Winfield. with the new everything's a two-shot unless it's an and one. They wait now to get the fouled out player out of the game until after the first shot, which she missed.
Really makes you soak in what you did with that.
Yeah. Kaylee Creech is the shooter, looking for her first point of the night. And can't hit. Ball loose, picked up by Moss and then taken back by Fallon Davidson. Shoemake back to Davidson. Her floater no good. And on the rebound, another foul. And Winfield to be shooting again with 1:42 to go. And the foul is the third on Marin Mallory. At the line, Fallon Davidson, who just missed two, makes that one. That puts her back over 50% from the stripe tonight. Second shot, good as well. Here's Means over to the far side for Moss. Stops, pops, that shot rims out. And an easy rebound for Winfield with 1:20 to go. I think that miss may have shot the chances of coming back from 15 in the final minute plus out of the water. That shot no good, out of bounds.
Yeah, they've done what they can. They're taking their quick possessions, getting shots up.
And a timeout called by Mark Twain. 7 to go in the ball game. 66-51, Winfield leads. Consolation semifinal of the Clopton Invitational from KJFM WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Bill Allen Auction Services, and Knight Equipment Company.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
It's a final in the high school gym as the three goes up off the timeout. No good. Giebert had it knocked away. It'll stay with Winfield. The final 69-39. A 30-point win for Clopton over Silex in the semifinals. That's the 1 seed beating the 5 seed in that semi. And that was like a 2-point game at the half.
Clopton must have just settled into their rhythm and just never looked back. We'll see what Mark Twain can do here in closing the gap in this 15-point lead that Winfield's built themselves. But
yeah, they're into clock mode now. Well, taken away, taken back. Ball loose. And a timeout taken by Winfield with 31.9 seconds to go. Still a 15-point Lady Warrior lead, 66-51. Back with the finish of this one after this from KJFM WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Service and Supply Co-op in Bowling Green and Vandalia, Mick Mailer and Sons Backhoe and Excavating, and Pepsi.
It's time to visit Hayden's Motorsports Center in Frankfort. Time to ride with Honda and Polaris ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Time to work with Steel and Husqvarna chainsaws, weed eaters, leaf blowers, and more. Hayden's Motorsports Center, just off Highway 61 North in Frankfort.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Winfield ball after the timeout. They're up by 15, 31.9 seconds to go. if I'm Winfield, I'm going as far back in the backcourt as I can so you can burn that 10 seconds and then the final 20 after that.
Yeah, just run as much clock off as you can here in this possession. See if you can end it in this possession itself.
Oh, taken away from behind. You can't put on the brakes. You got to go to the hoop. Here's a shot, short, put back, no. We haven't had a bucket in a while. And a foul. And we're going to have some more free throws with 12.7 seconds to go. It's going to be on Means.
Mark Twain playing through the final whistle.
Yeah, they've been unable to score for a while now.
Yeah, they did show a lot of good things in this game. But ultimately, Winfield just settled into a rhythm that Mark Twain just wasn't able to stop.
In and out for Fallon Davidson. So she made 2, missed 2, made 2. We'll see what she does here. Makes it. Final 10 seconds. Here's a 3. That one short. Put back, no, too hard. Ball goes to the floor, and that's going to do it. Oh, we're going to call the tie-up with 0.7 seconds to go. And the refs all look up and say, oh, did we really blow our whistles?
They've been quick to call the jump balls tonight.
And the shot long at the buzzer, and this one's in the books. Final in the middle school gym, Winfield 67, Mark Twain 51. We'll be back with a quick post game for you after this from the Clopton tournament on KJFM and WBBA.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Ackles Farm Market, Lacrosse Lumber, and Meyer Implement Company.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up.
Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic knows that getting the best care for your pet is a top priority. They strive to provide the greatest quality medical and surgical care for our furry companions. Their newly expanded and remodeled facility, with accommodations for comprehensive inpatient hospital care and complete outpatient care, allows the friendly and knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic to keep your pet healthy and safe so the whole family can cheer on our area teams.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
Noah Builders in Silex, a proud supporter of all area athletes, is a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit noahbuilders.com.
Gambino's Eatery, Saturday brunch from 10 a.m. to 1. Enjoy regular breakfast favorites, the country frittata or body bag burrito with Saturday specials, including French toast, waffles, or breakfast combo with a biscuit, eggs, and your choice of ham, sausage, or bacon. And brunch mimosas. Join Gambino's for Saturday brunch, starting at 10 a.m.
If it's not on the menu, we don't talk about it.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, Perkins Electrical Services, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Final score, Winfield over Mark Twain, 67-51. Winfield now 6-4 on the season. Mark Twain falls to 1-8. Mark Fronick and Ryan Camps back here in the broadcast booth, and you like the effort from Mark Twain. They get going a little too fast, so at times they try and match a faster team, and things just get a little sloppy.
Yeah, they just got out ahead of themselves. They played through the final whistle, which you always like to see, but they just weren't able to. They didn't slow the game down when they needed to, and just tried to play up to a team that just is more comfortable playing at a faster speed, and that's what really hurt them tonight.
They've got a bunch of real strong girls. They need to just go to the basket a little more, especially when they got a team in foul trouble like they had Winfield in this one.
There was multiple people from Winfield that had 4 and 5 fouls, as you saw Campbell foul out. But, I mean, they got to the line. They just weren't able to really convert enough at the line and get to the line as many times as they needed to.
Final scoring for the Lady Tigers. They had 5 points from a lot of folks. Taylor Martin with 5, Ella Moss with 5, Bronwyn Harding with 5, Jocelyn Huddleston with 5. 8 points for Madison Bolich, 9 points for Annalyn Means, and 14 for Jenna Ross. She's the leading scorer for Mark Twain in defeat. For Winfield, they had 4 points from Jolene Laswell, 2 from Reagan Giebert, 7 each from Claire Shoemake and Fallon Davidson, 8 each from Cecilia Campbell, who fouled out with still a half quarter remaining. Kaylee Wilcott, who really did a great job filling in for Campbell throughout the game, finished with 8 as well. 13 points for Olivia Van Cleve and 18 for Rensley Davidson. A very quiet 18 points from Rensley Davidson. You wouldn't have thought the way that she kind of ran things that she'd be the leading scorer, but she was.
Yeah, she was really just all over the court tonight, and she was able to get fast break possessions and just leak outs to where she got layups from the turnovers that Winfield caused from Mark Twain.
We are less than 6 minutes away from the opening tip of Louisiana and Wright City, so we'll wrap up the post game here, and we'll have the pregame coming up for that next on KJFM and WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by All Parts, Eagles Nest Inn, Bed and Breakfast, and Sun Window Company.
The Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast in Louisiana is where history, comfort, and charm come together. It's the ideal choice for a memorable getaway when visiting for festivals, homecoming, or the upcoming holidays. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
Welcome to Vast National Bank. How can I help you?
Hey, I'm here to talk to someone about a loan.
Oh, I'll grab you the L97B. We call it the Just Talking form.
What about actually applying for a loan?
Oh my, let me pop in the toner cartridge. Hey Bill, you want to pass me the big stapler?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to People's Savings Bank.
Skip the mega banks. When you need a loan, visit People's Savings Bank. The people you know and trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You simply can't buy a better replacement window than one from Sun Window Company. Energy-efficient windows and doors with a lifetime warranty on both the window and installation. Sun Window Company, family-owned and operated since 1989, offers low factory direct prices on high-quality vinyl windows. Custom designed to fit perfectly and built to last. See how much you can save. Call Sun Windows, 573-549-2080 for details and a free estimate. Sun Window Company, Highway 161 in Middletown.
It's time now for the Eagle 102 pregame show, sponsored by Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Quick pregame here for Louisiana and Wright City Consolation semifinals. They got to this game, both suffering losses. Monroe City beat Louisiana by 17, 60-43. Not as close for Wright City. They lost to Ellsbury 52-13 in the opening round. That one, a very similar game to that Clopton Mark Twain game. Just a whole lot to a whole little, but we saw some things from Wright City. I saw both of those games. It seemed like in Louisiana's loss to Monroe City, they were kind of mesmerized a little bit by the name on the front of the jersey, not what was going on the floor. You don't see that as often from Louisiana these days as you did 3-4 years ago, but Monroe City just so good for so long. You kind of make that mistake and don't realize that some of their big players are gone.
Yeah, you can never let that play too much of a factor. Is Monroe City has primarily been the team to beat in these tournaments, in the Clopton and the Monroe City tournament, but they've kind of slowed down a little bit in their power that they've had in the area the past couple of years. So you can't let that play too much of a factor. You just have to go out there, play your game, and stay focused. And if that is true, then Louisiana just has to – they can't look too much at the game that they just played. They got to look at this game and focus on this one.
And Coach Brandstetter going to change up the starting five. We'll talk about that in a little bit. We'll have our keys to the game for you after this on the KJFM WBBA pregame show.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, State Farm Agents, Pepsi, and Ackles Farm Market.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Geared Up, just off the square in Pittsfield, is your first stop for screen printing and embroidery. The folks at Geared Up take pride in making their communities and schools look great while offering the best prices around. If you're looking to expand your wardrobe, or maybe a gift is on the list, stop by their store and check out numerous items in stock. When you're looking for custom apparel and awards for your business, organization, or team, stop by Geared Up, 211 South Madison in Pittsfield.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance and financial service needs. Call, email, text, or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield, a family-oriented office, is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by All Parts, Eagles Nest Inn, Bed and Breakfast, and Sun Window Company.
The Eagle 102 keys to the game.
Yeah, having a conversation with the officials off air, thanking them for verbally reporting their fouls, and yeah, he explained. He leaves no doubt what happened or what the foul was, but he did a good job in that first game of the night for sure. So keys to the game for Louisiana and Wright City. I think Louisiana just has to take it to the Lady Wildcats right off the bat.
Yeah, they can't be in their head too much. That's what I've seen so far in some of their games that they've played. Is they get inside their heads too much and just don't play their own game. Louisiana is a solid team, and they've shown that they can be one of the powerhouses in the area. They've just been in their head too much, and they just need to come out, play their own game, and stay composed.
And it seemed like maybe Brylan Stewart and Reagan Bowser kind of slipped back into their old ways where they'd miss a shot and then commit a foul, like immediately. You can't have those frustration fouls or press too hard to get the ball back after a miss.
It's just you have to have short-term memory in this game, and it's going to be especially a factor in this one. As you played a game last night, you ended up losing. You have to just forget about that and just look forward, look in the future, and just continue to look ahead and not worry about what just happened too much.
It is the number 6 seed Louisiana Lady Dogs against the 7 seed Wright City Lady Wildcats. Those are our keys to the game. We'll have starting lineups for you next from KJFM WBBA Sports.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM, brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana, and let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are brought to you by Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy.
And your starters for this one, first for the homestanding Wright City Lady Wildcats. They're the 7th seed, coached by Doug Smith. They'll start a senior forward, number 2, Caden Johnson. A junior guard, number 4, Paige Reese. Sophomore guard, number 5, Shariah McRoberts. Junior guard, number 10, Danica Graham. And a junior center, number 25, Zoe Mitchell. For the Louisiana Lady Bulldogs, they're coached by Derek Brandstetter, and they're the 6th seed. They'll start a junior guard, number 1, Jordan Pedersen, a senior guard, number 5, Ty Campbell. Number 20, a guard forward, sophomore Reese Womack. Number 21, a senior center, Brylan Stewart, and a senior guard, number 23, Deprecia Chapman. So again, for the Wildcats, it's Johnson, Reese, McRoberts, Graham, and Mitchell. For the Lady Dogs, it's Pedersen, Campbell, Womack, Stewart, and Chapman. Those are your starters getting ready for introductions on the floor. They've got the 8 minutes on the clock and no anthem. They had that at the beginning of the night, so we'll have basketball after this break from the Clopton Invitational on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by All Parts, Eagles Nest Inn, Bed and Breakfast, and Sun Window Company.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
CMC Distributing in Louisiana is the place to turn for steel, culverts, industrial supplies, and central welding supplies. In addition, CMC Distributing offers trailer parts, truck accessories, truck beds, and trailer repairs. At CMC Distributing, they always go the extra mile while working hard to make sure you're satisfied. They do it that way for a simple reason. They appreciate your business. CMC Distributing, Highway 54, west of Louisiana.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
It'll be Zoe Mitchell jumping center against Reese Womack, and Reese wins it back. Got to save it from going out of bounds, and they couldn't. It's going to be a Wildcat ball to start the ball game, 3 seconds in. Not the best start.
Just a little bit too much heat on that.
Yeah. Across the line with it. McRoberts gives it to Reese, now to the corner, center of the lane. They get it to Caden Johnson, shot no good and out of bounds. It's going to go to Louisiana, 14 seconds in. Ty Campbell in the backcourt with it. Those shoes seem even more green with the road uniforms.
And they got the newly brightened middle school gym too.
Yeah. She's fouled as she heads to the basket and will shoot a pair of free throws. Foul goes against Shreya McRoberts. First foul of the ball game for either side. And the first shot is good. Louisiana grabs the lead for the first time. Second shot, no good. And pulled down by Zoe Mitchell. Ahead to Danica Graham. Graham cut off, tried to force a pass, and Campbell picks it up and is tied up, and it's going to be Wright City ball. Should have been Wright City ball.
I think that was the slowest jump ball that we've had called tonight.
Pedersen across the line. Unless they said that Wright City won that because it went out of bounds. Trying to get it to Brylan Stewart, off her hands, out of bounds. And that's back to Wright City. It's kind of a sloppy start to this ball game.
Yeah, a little bit slow for both teams here.
McRoberts gets it ahead for Paige Reese over to the far side and over the head of Danica Graham, which is hard. She's tall. So she's probably the third tallest player on the floor. But they said that it was tipped over her outstretched hand. To the near side, Reese. Baseline, Mitchell. Back up top, McRoberts for three, short. Graham had it, kicked it in the backcourt. And Pre gets it. Deprecia Chapman, no good. Fights for the rebound. Ooh, got a little chippy there. And a foul going to be called on Deprecia.
She did a good job staying with it there, but just lost it for a second and got in a bad position.
stopped. Now they cross the line with the pass to McRoberts. To Reese, back to McRoberts. And another foul going to be called. She can continue with the shot, though, and it goes on Ty Campbell. Oh, they are going to say it was a shooting foul. Is it a shooting foul when the ball never leaves her hand?
I mean, I didn't think she made any attempt to shoot the ball, but I guess they saw the hands going up and decided it was a shot.
I think Coach Brandsetter agrees. We're tied at 1. And she made the first. Made them both. They give you freebies and you got to make the most of it. And Shariah did that. Ball was knocked away by McRoberts. Campbell having trouble. McRoberts really playing with a lot of energy to start this game.
Yeah, Wright City has really pressured Louisiana a lot.
Here's Wallach for three, off the mark. And the rebound grabbed by Mitchell. Ryland Stewart's got to watch out. She had a fistful of jersey there before that rebound came down. Now lost. And here comes Pedersen. All alone to the hoop and in. Jordan Pedersen with the first field goal of the night. And it's 3-2 Louisiana. Pass tipped. Ahead to Paige Reese. Into the corner. Back to Shariah McRoberts. To Paige Reese again. Reese has a little trouble. Gets it back to McRoberts. To the near side for Mitchell. Back to McRoberts for three. That's offline. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Going to stay with Wright City with 5:38 to play in the first. Over in the other gym, it's Ellsbury leading Monroe City 10-7. Ellsbury beat up on Monroe at the People's Bank and Trust shootout last week at Louisiana. Game wasn't even close. That shot not even close. Bounced a foot short of the end line and out of bounds.
It was a valiant effort to try to keep it in bounds, but just a short stop there.
Swing and a miss. Here's Campbell. Gets past McRoberts. Works it down middle of the lane and then kick back. Back to Campbell again. To Pedersen. Jordan Pedersen. Floater. Can't hit. Got her own rebound. To Brylan Stewart. Stewart's blocked. You don't see that often. And here comes Danica Graham. Danica, that shot floats high and off the rim. Chapman back the other way. Puts on the brakes. Probably a good move. Kicks it over. Ty Campbell. To Pedersen for three. That's over everything. And right to Paige Reese. Here comes Wright City. Almost lost it out of bounds. Now it's knocked out of bounds by Pedersen away from Caden Johnson. I like these Wright City uniforms.
Yeah, they definitely look really sharp. Really back and forth game here to start it out.
Mm-hmm. A lot of action, not a lot of scoring.
Yeah, a lot of just up and down the court, not a lot of points being scored.
Out high with it. Pass tipped. And big battle goes through the legs of a Wright City player, and they'll reset. Over to the far side. Here's Reese for three. It's good. Paige Reese makes it 5-3. Long pass ahead, and Bowser's fouled. Reagan Bowser snuck in on us at the last whistle. And we'll shoot two.
She almost looked disappointed to be going to the line there.
She got hacked pretty good. First one's good. A little less disappointed now. 1 point game. And the second one good as well. You gotta like that. Ahead, here's Ada Farrell. That shot off the glass, Olivia Wilson. She came in at the last break. Now Bowser can't get it to fall. I love the reaction from Reagan Bowser. What does she have to do to get the and one opportunity, right?
Yeah, I'm just disappointed to be going to the line to get free opportunities here.
And that one misses. The senior missed the first, toes the line for the second. Sideways spin, puts it up, and that one's through. 7-6. Louisiana trailing. Here's Graham over everything. Tracked down in the corner. Here's another three, rims out. Tip back out to McRoberts. That one misses. And Powell into the ball game, gets the rebound.
Definitely not afraid to put shots up as this Wright City team.
And another foul will send Bowser to the line. Oh, you gotta love it. She hates free throws. That's already the fourth team foul on Wright City. And misses the first. Second shot could tie the game. And she hit it. McRoberts to Johnson, back to McRoberts. Now to Paige Reese. Back to Shariah McRoberts. Quick hands. Back to Reese. Corner. Kick it up and around. Here's a three, top of the key, short. And a big rebound for Wilson. Goes to the floor, however. Pedersen. Far side, Powell. Powell is fouled. Emily had a little trouble. I think, she's just coming back from that ankle. And she was picking up a lot of ticky-tack fouls. Players are just kind of blowing past her. She's not really in game shape. But a timeout taken by Wright City in a tie game. 5 minutes gone in the first from the Clopton Invitational on KJFM, WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, Pike Lincoln Technical Center, and Kearns Construction.
Since 1939, Meyer Implement Company has been serving the local agricultural and business communities with quality sales and service. Meyer Implement has also taken great pride in supporting those communities and would like to wish the area sports teams the best of luck throughout their seasons. Be sure to stop by and visit the people who truly appreciate your business. Meyer Implement Company in Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
So Emily Powell at the line after the timeout. Didn't start this ball game. And rims out the first.
It is nice to see her just back out on the court after battling that ankle sprain is what I'd assume it was.
Second shot, no good. Missed them both, and Caden Johnson the rebound and knocked out of bounds by Jordan Pedersen.
It's hard to say how Louisiana is playing offensively when most of their points have come from free throws.
Yeah, only one shot has gone down from the field, and that was the fast break bucket by Pedersen, and we're going to have a foul on Powell. Her first, team's second. .249 to go in the first quarter, tied at 7. Graham to inbound. Need to find somebody, goes far side and has it knocked out by Chapman. Gets it near side this time for Johnson. Back to McRoberts. She is not afraid to chuck up the three. On the putback, nice block by Reese Womack. Ahead to Emily Powell. To Reagan Bowser, kick far side. Chapman Back to Bowser for three. Good. They won't foul you out there. Reagan Bowser, her first bucket from the field, gives Louisiana the lead. First time they've led since it was 1-0. That shot wild. Graham the rebound. High shot, actually was farther away from the basket when it landed than when the shot started. Powell across the line. Womack turns, shoots, can't get it to fall. Johnson the rebound for the Wildcats. Minute 55 to go in the first. Almost a travel, and it's blocked out of bounds. Over in the other gym, Monroe City now trailing. They had a 4-point lead on Ellsbury, but now trail the Lady Indians 17-16. That's still in the first.
Looks like Louisiana's just playing with a lot more confidence tonight.
Graham to inbound again over to the far side. Paige Reese and a foul on the floor. And it's going to go against Depresha Chapman. And Graham to inbound again. Goes to the corner with it. Here's a three over everything. And Chapman tracks it down on the far side to Powell. Ahead to Ty Campbell. Campbell couldn't find the baseline, kicks it back out. Chapman back to Campbell. Bounce pass for Bowser. Good ball fake. Finds her way to the hoop. Scores and is fouled. There's the chance for the and one. It's on Caden Johnson.
He's been a really big factor here so far in this game.
Shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Wilson. Ahead to Paige Reese. Reese is fouled by Powell. That's going to be the second on Emily. Now to pull Pedersen back off the bench. First shot, no good.
Must say, Wright City is not afraid of the three on offense here.
Into the ball game, Olivia Mikas. She replaces Caden Johnson. No, and they don't even set themselves. They just throw it.
They haven't made a lot here, which can be a positive for Louisiana. But if they do start to make them, then it could spell a long night for Louisiana.
Here's Womack. Over to the far side for Campbell. 4-point game and block there on Graham. Campbell a little trouble getting up there.
Yeah, that was a hard foul there. Ty Campbell was running full speed.
And the first shot is good. Extends it back to a 5-point lead. And missed the second one again. Ball loose, taken away. Here's a three. Womack can't hit. Bowser just took away the rebound. Kicks it back. Pedersen to the hoop, and she scores. Nice job by Bowser to get that ball back. She's sneaky strong, really. Down to 40 seconds to go in the opening quarter. All knocked around. Kick back. And a travel called on Mikas. Here's Campbell. And another travel. No, stepped out of bounds, did Bowser.
Must have just lost track on how far back she was.
And a tie up. Oh no, they're going to call a foul on Bowser. Reagan's first. That's the 5th foul, so free throws coming for Paige Reese. She's 1 of 2, 4 points in the quarter. And the first one's good. 15-9. Second shot good as well. That new rule kind of gives you more chances for freebies like that. Here's Reese Womack.
Really changes the dynamic of how games are played.
Through the hands of Womack, and she had another tip on it after it was tipped by Wright City, so that gives it back to the Wildcats with 11.5 seconds to go. They'll have a shot at the final shot. Here's Mikas. She's caught in the backcourt, taken by Bowser to Pedersen down to 3 seconds, and she puts it in. And that will do it for the first quarter. Bowser with a big steal produces 2 more points for Pedersen, and after one, it's a 7-point Lady Dog lead, 17-10 over Wright City. Back with the second after this on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by West End Cabins and Storage, Central State Bank of Illinois, and Missouri State Representative Chad Perkins.
Think about all that's important to you, your family, your possessions, and your future. Pick up the phone and call Rick Rodhouse from Country Financial. He, along with his staff, will assist you with insurance coverage to protect what matters most, in addition to preparing you for the future. Best of all, Rick will take the time to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. For coverage you need at a price you can afford, contact Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency in Pleasant Hill to chat about your insurance needs today.
Get the best deals of the year during New Holland's Value Bonanza, going on now at Bowling Green Tractor. Put 0% financing for 72 months in your pocket, or choose a freeloader on Workmaster subcompact and compact tractors and Boomer compact tractors. Reliable, powerful, and easy to run. They help you tackle chores without breaking the bank. Work smarter with year-end Value Bonanza savings at Bowling Green Tractor. Stop in today. Offers end December 31st. For commercial use only. Customer participation subject to credit qualifications and CNH Industrial Capital America LLC approval. Standard terms, conditions, and other restrictions apply. Down payment may be required.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
Turnover by Wright City to start the second quarter. Louisiana leads by 7 at 17-10. Mark Fronick, Ryan Camps back in the old gym, and a foul. No, a travel called. Mitchell thought she picked up a personal there.
That was a nice cut there by Ty. She just forgot to put the ball on the floor there.
Here's McRoberts chucking up another three. That one rims out. Rebound off the far side. Bailey Love picks it up, and now here comes Ty Campbell ahead of the pack, and then, oh, they're going to say she just lost it out of bounds as she was being trailed by Ada Farrell.
Looked like Ada was a little relieved there. She didn't pick up a foul.
Here's Farrell. Wild shot off the glass. Rebound Pedersen. 1-on-3, and we're going to have a foul on the Wildcats. And that one's going to go on Bailey Love. First foul of the second quarter. Womack to inbound. To Pedersen. Pedersen on the run. Kick out. Bowser the three. A little long. Womack the rebound. Out the near side with it. Back up top for Reagan. Reagan going to take it to the hoop. No. Bounces it off to Brylan Stewart for an easy two. Her first of the night. 19-10. That shot off the glass and in. Bailey Love with her first bucket of the ball game. And then we're going back the other way. No. And Bowser will have to go back to the line for a pair of free throws. She has 9 points. 2 quick fouls on Bailey Love. Louisiana is very comfortable going this speed too. First shot, good.
Hey, they really built up this lead for themselves and just have really played within themselves. They haven't let the game get too fast or too slow for them.
Hit them both. 21-12 is the Louisiana lead. That's a 9-point advantage with 6.5 to go in the half. Caden Johnson works it to Bailey Love, no good. Two Wildcats collide, ball comes to the near side. Love is blocked straight up in the air, and Pedersen grabs the loose ball, and we're going to have a foul on Mitchell. Third foul on Mitchell. So she'll have to come to the bench. Graham and Wilson coming back in for Love and Mitchell. Campbell, pass McRoberts. Bounce pass for Pedersen up high. Jordan Pedersen got in a little too close that time. And on the rebound, she knocks it out of bounds. Back to Wright City. Johnson inbounds for McRoberts, and we're back underway. 2 minutes gone here in the second quarter. 1-point game over in the high school gym, that championship semi. Ellsbury leading Monroe City, 19-18. That actually passed the half already. Here's Pedersen off the steal, can't hit. Bowser takes it back. Kick out to Womack, near side for Campbell. Corner for Pedersen.
Big break here for Wright City if Louisiana comes away with nothing here.
Yep. And they do. Caden Johnson got the long rebound off the three-point miss from Campbell. Graham gets it back to McRoberts, back up top for Farrell. Work it through and through the hands of Danica Graham. Out of bounds, and back in comes Paige Reese for Caden Johnson.
Looked like she almost expected her to just put the shot up, not make the extra pass.
Here's Pedersen in the backcourt. She works against Farrell. Lost control, gets it to Ty Campbell. Campbell, kick out. Here's Bowser. Works it down. Brylan Stewart missed the backboard. And McRoberts got the rebound and a foul called on Jordan Pedersen. .259 gone in the second quarter. Bowser takes a breather, so does Brylan Stewart. Capricia Chapman, Emily Powell back in. And McRoberts slowly across the line for Wright City. Far side, Farrell. Ball fake for Paige Reese, kicks it near side. McRoberts, the tray, offline, and Chapman the rebound. Long pass ahead for Emily Powell, and she traveled. That's where that ankle, I think, hurts her a little bit. When she has to go up for a pass like that, she can't stop herself. 4.5 to play in the second quarter. Bounce pass for Wilson, taken away by Chapman. To Powell. Now for Womack, over to the far side. Pedersen going to drive to the basket and put it in. She's got 8. 23-12. Nearing that midway point of the second quarter. Yeah, they're already at halftime over in the other gym.
We have had a lot of fouls here in this game.
Yeah, we have.
It's kind of slowed down a little bit in the second quarter, but
not a bad ball game. Wilson lost the handle. Ball goes to the floor, and the tie-up is called. Jump ball. Arrow will favor Louisiana. McRoberts checks out. Charlie Farrell replaces her. Pedersen gets to Ty Campbell. Forced a shot, or else she would have traveled. Graham having all sorts of trouble. Somehow keeps her dribble. Near side, that shot is short. Rebound, no. And right now, Wright City can't buy a hoop.
Yeah, they're getting a lot of shots.
And shot off the glass. Pedersen is good. 25-12.
There's a big opportunity here for Louisiana to really break open this game.
And Graham will go to the basket to shoot a pair. Ty Campbell picks up the personal. Number 2 on Ty. Stewart, Bowser getting ready to check back in after this first shot by Danica Graham.
Wright City's had a lot of opportunities to score, and they've had open shots. They just haven't been able to convert and make those baskets.
If I remember correctly, the opening round game, they scored 13 points. They only had 2 shots go down from the field the entire game against Ellsbury, and they were both threes.
I mean, you can definitely tell they're not afraid to shoot the 3 in this game.
She made the second after missing the first, so they've tied their output from the opening round loss. 25-13. Oh, Stewart. Ryland Stewart with 2 more. All knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with Wright City. Here's Graham. Graham for 3. No. Farrell, no. How about Wilson? No. Farrell again? No. Graham? No. And finally, Powell gets the rebound. It's taken away. Loose ball still. And taken away again into a tie-up. Oh, what are we going to have? Now they're going to give Bowser a foul, her second.
You know, you think it has to fall in at least once.
Yeah. What was that, 5, 6 shots? Here's Paige Reese for Wright City. The possession that'll never end, out of bounds. It continues. And a timeout taken by Wright City. 2:18 to go in the half. The Wildcats trail Louisiana 27-13 here from the Clopton Invitational on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Bibb Veach and Collier Funeral Homes, Edward Jones Financial Advisor Kayla Caldwell, and Silex Banking Company.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports come health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green, Clopton, and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Casey Sutton, certified athletic trainer with Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Rick Rodhouse, Country Financial Agent, Noah Builders, and Central State Bank of Illinois.
After the timeout, Wright City ball. Farrell blocked, and a foul going to be called on Reese Womack. So Ada will go to the line for the first time. Only 3 points for the Lady Wildcats in the second quarter so far. Louisiana leading by 14. And the first shot's no good. Graham will grab a quick break, according to Coach Doug Smith. Second shot does find its way home. And the long pass ahead. Bowser gets to Brylan Stewart. Oh, the back official called a travel. I think we've seen closer than that.
Yeah, it was a close one, but I guess he saw something there.
Yeah. Farrell. Try and work it into Wilson. Kick back to Farrell. Near side for McRoberts. McRoberts thought about shooting that with Chapman right there on her. Ball knocked around.
I wouldn't have been surprised if she put it up.
Yeah. And they're going to go back to the line. Wilson going to shoot some free throws. Foul goes on Brylan Stewart. Wilson, first trip to the line. And she makes it. And they'll take these all day long. Charlie Farrell checks out. Danica Graham back in. I'd say for the rest of the half. Second one no good. Powell the rebound, uncontested. Emily across the line. Far side now for Bowser. Back to Emily Powell. Powell works to the free throw line. Spins on Graham. Can't get it to stick on the rim. And here comes Danica.
Louisiana's gone quiet a little bit here offensively.
McRoberts for three. No. And a long rebound for Deprecia Chapman. Free hands it off for Emily Powell. Powell kicks to the corner for Bowser, and she was out of bounds again. This time on the near side. She kicks that back leg out on that first step.
Yeah, and I guess she just kicked it back a little bit too far there.
So McRoberts will bring it up the floor. Louisiana up by 12. Final minute of the first half. Far side. High pass, Caden Johnson. Near side, McRoberts, another three. No. Graham's put back, won't stick. And Bowser gets the long rebound this time. To Chapman. Putting on the brakes. Leaves it for Pedersen. Pedersen spins at the free throw line. Shot goes and a foul. That'll cure some of what's hurting Louisiana right now.
That was a nice spin there. Nice finish by Pedersen. We'll see if that fuels them offensively to.
Short on the free throw. Wilson the rebound for Wright City. Off the floor, Paige Reese. Another long shot from McRoberts, and it goes out of bounds back to Louisiana. 25.2 seconds to go in the second quarter. Over in the other gym, they've started the second half. Ellsbury up by 2, 24-22. Here's Pedersen. Brylan Stewart off the glass too hard. A little too much spin on the ball. Down to 14 seconds. McRoberts to Paige Reese. Reese. She was losing control of that. Just kind of touched it toward the basket, and that will get her 2 free throws.
It looked like she just took advantage of the lower hands by Brylan and draw a foul.
Brylan second. And the first one good. 6.4 seconds. You get it in a speed player's hands. She hit them both. Here's Pedersen. Got to go up with it. Deprecia can't hit at the buzzer. And that'll do it for the first half of this ball game. It's Louisiana leading Wright City after 2, 29-17. We'll be back with the halftime report for you after this from KJFM WBBA Sports.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by J. Roberts Jewelry, Pike County Title Company, and Gambino's Eatery.
Lynn's Heritage House isn't your average senior living facility. At Lynn's, residents have an abundance of social and recreational activities, including trips to the Twin Pike Family YMCA, numerous craft projects, and even the occasional day trip around Pike County. As a resident, you can enjoy the same independent lifestyle you've always enjoyed, but with the peace of mind knowing that help is available when needed. For more information, visit Lynn's Heritage House, 800 Kelly Lane in Louisiana, or online at lynnsheritage.com.
Hi, this is Shelley Clucky with Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We appreciate the value of working hard and making sure you've taken steps to make sure you're prepared for whatever comes your direction. Best wishes to all of our area athletes for another amazing season from myself and Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
Bibb Beach Funeral Homes and Collier Funeral Homes in Bowling Green, Silex, and Louisiana are the ultimate providers of creating healing experiences in the community. We have years of experience caring for families and are dedicated to excellence in service and have the highest integrity. Bibb Beach Funeral Homes and Collier Funeral Homes, offering sincere and caring service in your time of need.
Are you pursuing a nursing degree? Do you want $2,000 to put towards your tuition? Of course you do. This is Tracy B. with PCHD. Our Home Care and Hospice Foundation is now accepting applications for our annual nursing scholarship. Deadline is April 12th, 2024, and the application can be found on our website at pikecountyhospice.com.
Show off your Bulldog pride with the People's Bank and Trust Bulldog debit card. For every purchase you make using the card, People's Bank and Trust will make a donation to the Louisiana School District. Stop by any People's Bank and Trust location to get your Bulldog debit card and start supporting your school while you shop. People's Bank and Trust, hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
With 14 stores across Missouri and Illinois, La Crosse Lumber Company provides lumber, quality products, and service to homeowners, builders, DIYers, and more. With some of the top brand names in the business available, La Crosse Lumber has what you need for your next project. Stop into any location for a free estimate before you start your next build. La Crosse Lumber Company, the oldest, most reliable lumber and hardware company in the Midwest since 1873.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 Halftime Report, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center.
2 quarters in the books here at the Clopton Invitational Middle School Gym, and that would be the Consolation Semifinals. Over in the high school gym, Monroe City has taken the lead on Ellsbury in the third quarter, 27-24. So that's a 5-point swing since the last time we checked in on that ball game. But talking about this one, Louisiana, I think they could capitalize a little more on some of the mistakes that Wright City's made. But all in all, you're up by a dozen after 2. That's a pretty comfortable place to be.
Yeah, Louisiana took the lead early in the first quarter, and they just looked so much more comfortable with the lead than they would have when they were down. But it looks like they're just comfortable with the lead. It looks like they're not really attacking the basket like they were in the first quarter. It looks like they're almost complacent with the lead that they've built for themselves. So they need to stay aggressive and continue to break this thing open to make sure that Wright City can't come back, because Wright City's not afraid to shoot the ball. They've shown that. They're not afraid to just put one up if they're even remotely open. So if a few more of those start to fall for Wright City, it could be a close game here soon in the second half. Now,
Wright City is shooting at, I guess, the lesser of 2 rims in this gym in the second half. It actually seems like it's a lot bouncier off the rim on this end of the floor, and I'm not sure exactly why that is, but with less bounce off the rim, it's a little more forgiving. You can get that shooter's roll a little bit more. On this end, we've seen a lot of balls bounce off that and go over the backboard. So the kind of shots that Wright City's taking, I see a lot of those going up and over the backboard in the second half of this ball game. But it remains to be seen. They could find their touch or just get lucky and get back in this ball game pretty quickly. But Louisiana, I think they were working on a couple of things at times. I think they're still trying to get Emily Powell into game shape coming off that ankle injury. She still just seems a tick slow compared to what we're used to seeing out of number 25. But I think she's heading in the right direction.
It's nice to see her back out there coming from an ankle sprain. Like I said, that's what I'd assume it was. But
which is a tough injury for a basketball player.
Yeah, it's tough because, I mean, you're always on your feet and
always trying to make cuts.
It's tough to, when you come back from an injury like that, to really trust your ankle again and have that faith that you're going to be able to move laterally like you need to in basketball to really get in front of a defender when you've had that injury and your ankle's been weak for as long as you can remember at that point. So it'll be interesting to see how she can bounce back from the injury that she sustained in this season.
It is a 29-17 lead for Louisiana over Wright City after 2. We'll come back with the first half scoring numbers after this on the Eagle 102 halftime report.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Bill Allen Auction Services, and Knight Equipment Company.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
It's time to visit Hayden's Motorsports Center in Frankfort. Time to ride with Honda and Polaris ATVs, side-by-sides, and motorcycles. Time to work with Steel and Husqvarna chainsaws, weed eaters, leaf blowers, and more. Hayden's Motorsports Center, just off Highway 61 North in Frankfort.
Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic knows that getting the best care for your pet is a top priority. They strive to provide the greatest quality medical and surgical care for our furry companions. Their newly expanded and remodeled facility, with accommodations for comprehensive inpatient hospital care and complete outpatient care, allows the friendly and knowledgeable staff at Bowling Green Veterinary Clinic to keep your pet healthy and safe so the whole family can cheer on our area teams.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
Third quarter set to begin. First half scoring for Wright City. A point for Ada Farrell, point for Danica Graham, 2 for Bailey Love, 3 for Olivia Wilson, 8 points for Paige Reese, 2 for Shariah McRoberts. I think I missed her going through. And for Louisiana, 2 points for Ty Campbell, 4 for Brylan Stewart, 11 for Reagan Bowser. A lot of those coming from the free throw line, which she does not like to be at, but she scored a lot of points from there tonight. And then a dozen for Jordan Pedersen. She's the leading scorer. Had 6 in the first quarter, 6 in the second quarter, and really a couple of free throw or a couple of layups she missed. She could have upwards of 20 points through 2 quarters of this ball game. So there is room for improvement for Louisiana. They're up by 12, and I think they're going to come out of the gates pretty strong here to start the second half. I think they want to put this game away.
It was hard to really get a judge on them, with most of their points coming from free throws, from getting fouled a lot. But they built up that lead for themselves and kind of died down a little bit. But I'd expect them, like you said, to come out strong here and really try to break this game open and really put them away quickly here.
Louisiana leads by 12, 29-17 over Wright City. Back with the second half after this from KJFM WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Service and Supply Co-op in Bowling Green and Vandalia, Mick Mailer and Sons Backhoe and Excavating, and Pepsi.
Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats is your first stop when stocking your freezer. Brown's has frozen chicken, steaks, brats, and burgers ready to go. For wholesale and custom butchering, Brown's is your first call. It's where quality meets service. Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats. For your meat processing, smokehouse meats, and homemade sausage. Just off Highway 61 in Silex.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Wright City with the ball to start the third quarter of this ball game. They have it with Olivia Mikas. So a different set of Wildcats to start the third quarter. Zoe Mitchell, she opens the scoring. Not a big fist pump from Coach Doug Smith. Back the other way, off the rim. Ryland Stewart, the putback won't stick on the rim. And here comes Wright City off the miss. Mikas to Graham. Graham works against Campbell. Back out for now Paige Reese. Shreya McRoberts on the far point. Works down to the wing, kicks it to the corner. Now inside. That shot no good. And Womack, who's kind of been quiet in this ball game, gets the rebound.
Yeah, usually she's one of the top scorers that you see on the scorecard from Louisiana each night.
Oh, good move by Depresha Chapman. And she gets her first points of the contest. She can explode for a lot in a quick hurry.
And she's got a lot of speed there, especially in transition and getting steals in the passing lane. So
pass tipped. Still makes it to Zoe Mitchell. Mitchell to Graham. Her shot short. And Campbell can't keep it in bounds. Took a weird bounce on her.
Looked like she just couldn't decide if she wanted to just let it roll out of bounds or just pick it up and take it herself.
That wall's pretty imposing, too.
It's right there in your face.
Kicked, picked up by Brylan Stewart, ahead to Ty Campbell, and she's fouled by Danica Graham. No, they're going to say it was just knocked out of bounds by Graham. Here's Pedersen across the line to the far side for Chapman. Works it down low. Nice cut, Reese Womack. Her first points. 33-19. So 4-0 run now after Mitchell had the first points of the second half. Pass tipped twice. Pedersen one-on-one with McRoberts to the basket. No, but a foul is going to send Jordan Pedersen to the line.
Yeah, the momentum's definitely starting to swing in Louisiana's favor as they're finding their stride and just sticking with it.
Ladies Championships will be Friday. As the first shot misses. They'll start with Consolation at 5 o'clock. Then the third place game at 6:30. Championship will be played at 8 o'clock on Friday night. All in the Dale Miller Gymnasium. She missed them both and out of bounds. And it's going to stay with Louisiana. 33-19 is the Lady Dog lead. Pedersen out to Reese Womack. Womack up high and around to Chapman. To Pedersen. Pedersen. And she's fouled by Danica Graham. That's her second.
Definitely one of those that could have gone either way where
yeah,
one side's going to enjoy the foul and one side's not. So
here's a three, top of the key, off the mark, and on the rebound, we're going to have a foul. And it's going to be on Brylan Stewart, her third. A little too much of a clear out there, huh? Here's Paige Reese. Bounce pass. Tried to force it down to Graham. It was knocked away from her.
Looked like Reese just got a piece of it.
Graham has to come out to Reese. That shot, no good, and saved this time, but Campbell picks it up. She made the other decision, almost cost her again. Here's Pedersen. Oh, thrown away. .5:18 to go in the quarter. Graham and Micah's check out. They work it down. Mitchell, kick out. Back to Mitchell. And through the legs of McRoberts out of bounds. Ooh! That didn't touch anything on the way through. It's going to stay with the Wildcats.
Rare three that was passed up from Wright City as well.
Well, We know that McRoberts doesn't play soccer because that went 5-hole on her. And now taken away. Here's Chapman. To the basket, no. Rebound coming back the other way. McRoberts likes to run. Kicks it to the corner for Paige Reese. She tried to go across the lane, now taken away. Ahead, here's Bowser. To the hoop and in. Reagan Bowser. She has 13. She's now the game's top scorer. 35-19 Louisiana.
Bowser's just had a really solid night all around.
Bounce pass. Emily Powell. Her first points of the ball game, and that forces Doug Smith to take a timeout for Wright City. 37-19, 4:13 to go in the third from the semifinals. Consolation semis of the Clopton Invitational from KJFM WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Ackles Farm Market, Lacrosse Lumber, and Meyer Implement Company. Noah Builders in Silex, a proud supporter of all area athletes, is a small, locally owned contractor with over 25 years of experience in custom and new home construction. Noah Builders wants to take your forever home plan and make it a reality. Call or visit noahbuilders.com.
Gambino's in Louisiana is now open 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. Wednesday through Saturday. Enjoy lunch options, and Gambino's dinner menu begins at 4, including the popular Make Your Own with your choice of pasta, meat, sauce, and veggie. Other entrees including lasagna, red wine pot roast, and weekly specials, with a variety of beer and wine available to enjoy with your meal. Wednesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
If it's not on the menu, we don't talk about it.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, Perkins Electrical Services, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Monroe City has opened up a 5-point lead on Ellsbury. That's in the championship semifinal. And they're in the fourth quarter there. Now another steal by Louisiana. Here's Pedersen, puts on the brakes this time. They want to set the offense. Here's Powell. Looked like she shuffled both those feet. Kicks it back now. Chapman, corner. Powell for three. And that one found its way down.
That's the shooter's rim like you talked about.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Emily Powell with 5 points, all here in the third quarter. 3:35 left in the third. Johnson was stuck down there, and Bowser with a steal. And has it taken away and does the splits. Somehow no foul called either way. Ball is somewhere down WW. Now the referee comes back with it. And it's going to belong to the Lady Dogs.
Louisiana's been able to slowly pull ahead in this game, taking advantage of the lack of offense that Wright City's had so far tonight.
Here's a three. That one drops through. Reese Womack with 5 in the quarter. 43-19. It was a 12-point lead at the half. And Wright City's been held to just 2 points here in the quarter, and those were the first 2 points of the second half. They have been silent since Zoe Mitchell's bucket. Here's Wilson. And fouled from behind by Womack. That's going to be Reese's second. And Coach Derek Brand Center tells her just stay ver. She's got 3 points, had a bucket in the first quarter, a free throw in the second quarter. And the next. Missed everything, out of bounds. Back to Louisiana. So the foul doesn't hurt. Here's Emily Powell. Works against Wilson. It's on the near side for Bowser. Ooh, good pass down low to Preacher Chapman with an easy finish.
That was a great play to save the possession there.
Yeah. Paige Reese. And we're going to have a foul on Bowser, her third. 2:33 to go. Ada Farrell gets it to Danica Graham in the corner. Graham, cross court through the hands of Reese and out of bounds. Good idea by Reagan Bowser to let that one go.
That was a nice cut there by, who was it, Paige Reese? Just a little too high there, giving it back to Louisiana.
Yeah, it would have been an easy bucket if the pass were just a little bit lower. Here's Chapman through the lane, and ooh, she takes a hard leg. Bounces right back up, and even gives us a smile. The foul is on Caden Johnson, her fourth. Ty Campbell replaces Deprecia Chapman. And Bailey Love coming back in for Johnson. Comes back into Bowser. How about a three? Reese can't get this one to fall. Ty Campbell the rebound. Powell back up top to Womack over to the far side. Bowser, she'll try the three. She'll drain the three. 5 in the quarter, 16 in the game now for Reagan Bowser. Bounce pass, Danica Graham. Turnaround shot, no good. Emily Powell the rebound. She's looking like she's moving a lot freer tonight.
It looks like they put her back in the point guard spot, letting her handle the ball a lot more.
She travels. Yeah, they could have called a tie-up maybe there. I don't know. She's going to take a breather. I think that was to protect her. She was starting to move a little too much. Minute 20. Here's Paige Reese over to the far side for Wilson. Throws it away. Ty Campbell the steal. Ty puts on the brakes. Gave up her dribble. Now gives the ball to Reese Womack. Back to Jordan Pedersen to the near side. How about Campbell for three? It's short. Rebound picked up by Pedersen. Her putback is good. Jordan Pedersen has 14, and we have an injured player, and that's Graham. That's a blow for Wright City.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen her on the bench much tonight.
No. I don't think she took a breath the entire way from that end of the floor to the bench. She was trying to hold it in. Wilson lost it out of bounds, and that gives it back to Louisiana, who lead 50-19 with 48.6 seconds to go. This was a 12-point game at the half. Now Louisiana leads by 31. Here's a three, Ty Campbell.
Yeah, Louisiana slowly extended their lead more and more this quarter, but in the past couple minutes here, they've just been lights out.
Paige Reese with the travel. 32.2 seconds to go, so right now we've got a running clock in the fourth. Here's Campbell off the glass with two more. Ty turning it on. 55-19. Paige Reese to Ada Farrell. She tries to clear out Campbell. Campbell said, no, you go ahead. That shot no good. Brylan Stewart could not find the rebound. It was stuck on her somewhere. Goes out of bounds and stays with Wright City. 8.7 seconds to go in the third quarter.
There's a lot of miscommunication coming from Wright City tonight.
Yeah. Here's Charlie Farrell. Gets it into Wilson. Kick out. Down to 6 seconds. Back to Wilson. Against Stewart. No. Good block by Brylan Stewart. She stayed straight up and down, and that'll do it for the third quarter of this ball game. 55-19, Louisiana leads. Running clock in the fourth after this from KJFM WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by All Parts, Eagles Nest Inn, Bed and Breakfast, and Sun Window Company.
The Eagles Nest Inn Bed and Breakfast Louisiana offers inviting guest rooms, each with its own unique character and historic charm. It's perfect for hosting friends and family during festivals, homecoming, and the holidays that are just around the corner. Call or book online at theeaglesnestinbb.com.
Welcome to Vast National Bank. How can I help you?
Hey, I'm here to talk to someone about a loan.
Oh, I'll grab you the L97B. We call it the just talking form.
What about actually applying for a loan?
Oh my, let me pop in the toner cartridge. Hey Bill, you want to pass me the big stapler?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go to People's Savings Bank.
Skip the mega banks. When you need a loan, visit People's Savings Bank. The people you know and trust. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Rod Prentice and Brenda Crawford, State Farm Agents, Pepsi, and Ackles Farm Market.
Well, over in the other gym, Monroe City leads by 1, 37-36 over Ellsbury. Last week at the People's Bank and Trust shootout, Monroe City lost to Ellsbury by 20, 52-32. So this is a big turnaround for Monroe City and a big scare for Ellsbury. They're going to have to pull it out if they want to get in that championship game against Clopton. Over here, Louisiana did everything they needed to in the third quarter to put this game out of reach. At Griffith, the shot no good, and here comes McRoberts back up the floor. Ball loose, out of bounds. Last touch by Stewart. Sorry.
Always nice to see the young girls from Louisiana getting them more experience in varsity time.
Knocked out of bounds by Aubrey Rule with a running clock, 7:25 to go in the ball game. Here's a three, near side, that's good. Paige Reese with a tray. First points since early in the third quarter for Wright City, and then it's knocked away from Nakia Griffith.
Paige Reese has just been one of the bright spots for Wright City tonight.
Yep. 33-point lead for Louisiana. Patterson to inbound. Oh! And not looking was Ryland Stewart. I don't know how you get lost on an inbound play.
I'm not sure if she knew she had the ball yet. No harm done though.
Yeah,
Louisiana
Rule
keeps the ball.
to the near side. Here's Emerson Bradley for three. Got her own rebound. Kicks it back up. Aubrey Rule for three. That one's short and out of bounds. Back to Wright City. Down to 6:20 to play in this ball game. Here comes McRoberts up the floor. Floater. That one's good. Shreya McRoberts makes it 55-24. So the lead down to 31. And, ooh, big-time collision. And I think Pedersen took a shot to the ribs there. And she will be looked at here by the trainers with 5:59 to go, 55-24.
Yeah, it looked like it was a hard foul on both teams there, but
yeah,
Jordan Pedersen just caught the unluckier break.
Yeah, I think she got the wind knocked out of her.
Oh, that's never fun, but
now she's smiling.
It looks like she'll be just fine.
Now who's going to shoot? Oh, it wasn't in the process of shooting, was it? So Louisiana will take it. Yeah, she's all right. You hate to lose somebody in mop-up time, though.
Yeah, that would have been a huge blow for Louisiana, as Pedersen's one of the main ball handlers for him.
31-point lead. We're under 6 minutes. Deprecia Chapman got it down to Brylan Stewart. Off the glass, can't get it to fall. Rebound pulled down by Charlie Farrell. Farrell gets it ahead for Paige Reese. Reese trying to get it under 30, can't hit. Rebound pulled down by Deprecia Chapman. She'll dribble out, slow down. Down low, Brylan Stewart, there. On the floor, oh, can't get it to go again. But stolen back. We'll give Griffith the steal there. Here's a three from Brylan Stewart. What is she doing out there? Oh, tie up. Gives it back to Wright City.
She just wants her points in this game.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got 4. Those all came in the second quarter. McRoberts had it knocked away momentarily by Chapman. Now goes to the baseline with it. Floater, no. Wildcats keep possession and knocked out of bounds. That'll run another 25 seconds or so off the clock. Under 5 minutes to go now. McRoberts off the inbound against Chapman. Griffith joins, and we're going to foul on Nakia. Under 4.5 to play. Micus to inbound, gets it to McRoberts, and back to Micus. Floats it in, and that shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Farrell. Gets it back, Reese for three, that's off the mark. McRoberts with the long rebound. Baseline floater, good. Shreya McRoberts moved inside three, and that cuts the lead to 29 for Louisiana.
Wright City still never wavering from their confidence on the offensive side of the court.
Now, here's Griffith. Kick out. Pass a little high for Aubrey Rule, so she'll reset. Capricia Chapman. Gets it down low. Shot off the glass. Good. Oh, that's Emerson Bradley with the finish. Nice feed by Capricia Chapman.
It was a great cut from Bradley and nice pass by Capricia Chapman.
To the near side, Olivia Micus puts it through. Her first 2 points tonight. 57-28. Bradley has her pass taken away by Wilson. Here comes Wright City. Wilson lost control, out of bounds, back to Louisiana with 3:12 to go. We're under 30 points, so the clock stops. But I think that's going to do it for the starters for, oh, now a steal. And an easy, no! Second shot, no, and ends up in the wall. Ada Farrell. Oh, so that whole play never started. There was too many men on the ice.
I'd say it was a
Besides
break for
hockey.
one of the team, but both teams had some negatives there.
Yeah. Griffith, long pass, and it's again stolen to the far side for Farrell. Well, you can't blame, now there's a shot for Johnson, good. Caden Johnson makes it 57-30. Griffith puts on the brakes. Good move there. Gives it to Rule. Has it taken away. Now, if you're going to put pressure on, and there's a travel, why not bring a couple starters back in for Louisiana? Because it seems like the Wildcats are feasting on the youngsters right now.
Yeah, they're just Wright City Stars just have a bit more experience than the freshmen from Louisiana.
And a timeout taken by the Bulldogs with 2:36 to go, 57-30. Louisiana has this game in hand. Back with more of the fourth quarter after this from KJFM WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by All Parts, Eagles Nest Inn, Bed and Breakfast, and Sun Window Company.
You simply can't buy a better replacement window than one from Sun Window Company. Energy-efficient windows and doors with a lifetime warranty on both the window and installation. Sun Window Company, family-owned and operated since 1989, offers low factory direct prices on high-quality vinyl windows. Custom designed to fit perfectly and built to last. See how much you can save. Call Sun Windows, 573-549-2080 for details and a free estimate. Sun Window Company, Highway 161 in Middletown.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM, brought to you by Community State Bank of Missouri, County Market in Louisiana, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Chapman with the ball after the timeout. Capricia had it almost taken away. Good to see Danica Graham back in the ball game after she took a hard hit earlier. Chapman gets it to Bradley. Emerson back to Aubrey Rule, and Danica.
She just could not catch a break tonight.
Yeah, she kind of fell on her glasses, too. She's going to. Yeah, she'll come out. it's time for her to rest for the night. Bradley off the inbound, and a travel called on Emerson. She's checking that arm like she got slapped or grabbed. Here's Farrell over to the far side, almost a travel on Charlie Farrell. Here's Mitchell, high arcing shot, turns into a pass, and an easy bucket for Bailey Love. She's got 4. 57-32. Griffith trying to go coast to coast, gets it to Brylan Stewart, kick out. Here's Rule for 3. That's good. Aubrey Rule with a tray. 60-32. Farrell back the other way. Ada Farrell into a double team. And a timeout taken by Wright City. No, they're going to call foul instead. They're going to call it on Nakia Griffin. Give him the timeout.
Just when you think Wright City's making a little charge to make it look a little more respectable, Louisiana just hits another shot to pull them away.
And now a Brylan Stewart steal off the inbound, but it's stolen back by Johnson, but she couldn't track it down. Goes out of bounds back to Louisiana with 1:26 to go. See if they can kill some clock here. I don't think so. I think they're going to keep going full bore back and forth until the final horn. Here's Griffith. Kicks it out to Precia Chapman. Now for Aubrey Rule. Rule gets it back to Griffith. Nakia is blocked down, and here comes Love. Weaving her way up the floor. That shot rims out. That was a nice play by Aubrey Rule to strip that ball away from Caden Johnson. Johnson had an easy putback. If she doesn't make that play. 58.6 seconds to go. Here comes Rule. Aubrey Rule traveled.
Take the ball up just a step too soon there.
Aubrey Rule gives some good looks after a traveling call too.
She always lets her emotions be known.
Griffith with the rebound off that Wright City miss and a tie-up with 36.9 seconds to go. Farrell tied it up. It'll stay with Louisiana. Rule. To Bradley, back to Deprecia, now for Griffith, and she traveled. Just kind of got stuck with her hips pointing one way and her arms pointing the other.
Yeah, there's definitely one speed for this Louisiana team. That's just full go all the time.
And a little bump foul called on Precia. Her third, 24.6 seconds to go. Ada Farrell, lob pass to Wilson, or Mitchell, and off the rim, tapped around, and a foul, gonna send Zoe back to the line. Actually to the line for the first time tonight. 16.8 seconds to go. And Zoe Mitchell's first shot misses everything.
We'll see how much these refs let the final 16 seconds here play out. Or
I'm predicting 2 more whistles. One of those could be a jump ball. Missed both shots. Rylan Stewart the rebound. Good spin move by Rule. There's a steal by Love. Here comes the foul. Oh, out of bounds. Good job by Nakia Griffith not to commit a foul there.
Yeah, it would have been just as easy for her to try to lose the ball than try to make up for it and stop in the basket, but she did a good job just.
Farrell's open. They didn't see her. Now they kick it back to her, and that misses everything. There's the buzzer. We only had one whistle. Final score in this one, Louisiana 60 and Wright City 32. We'll be back with the postgame for you after this from the old gym in the Clopton tournament on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by All Parts, Eagles Nest Inn, Bed and Breakfast, and Sun Window Company.
Greatness doesn't happen overnight. It takes time, focus, and dedication. At Shelter Insurance, we understand that because we put in the hard work and dedication for decades. And that commitment is paid off with award-winning customer service for your auto, home, and life insurance.
Ask me, Ashley Jenkins, about Shelter's auto, home, and life options.
Geared Up, just off the square in Pittsfield, is your first stop for screen printing and embroidery. The folks at Geared Up take pride in making their communities and schools look great while offering the best prices around. If you're looking to expand your wardrobe, or maybe a gift is on the list, stop by their store and check out numerous items in stock. When you're looking for custom apparel and awards for your business, organization, or team, stop by Geared Up, 211 South Madison in Pittsfield.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
Time now for the Eagle 102 postgame show on KJFM.
Final score in this one, 60-32, Louisiana. We'll go back to the Dale Miller Gymnasium on Friday and take on Winfield for the Consolation Trophy. Winfield beat Mark Twain here in the old gym earlier, 67-51, and a pretty impressive win, 60-32 by Louisiana over Wright City. And they did what they had to do. They came out like we said they had to in that third quarter and just put this game away.
Yeah, it was more of a slow progression towards the end, but I mean, in the end they did blow it open quite a bit. But it was a slow they always got a bucket, and then Wright City just wasn't able to capitalize, and they were just missing their shots, and then Louisiana just slowly pulled away more and more, and then it ended up being what the score was for the final of this game.
Before we do the final scoring numbers, want to take you through what has transpired tonight. We told you about the consolation, Winfield against Louisiana Friday. Clopton defeated Silex in the championship semi 69-39. That was a 2-point game at the half. And then Ellsbury, after beating Monroe City last week by 20, they fall to the Monroe City Panthers 38-36. So it'll be Monroe City against Clopton again for the championship. Ellsbury against Silex on Friday for third place. And that is got to be a huge disappointment for Coach Kerry Koch-Dowell and the Ellsbury Lady Indians.
Yeah, that one's got to feel good for Monroe as they beat a team that previously beat them by 20 earlier in the season.
And tomorrow night, the boys semifinals in the high school gym. Clopton against Wright City at 6. Monroe City against Winfield at 7:30. Consolation semis at 6. It's Mark Twain in Louisiana. And Silex against Ellsbury at 7:30. We'll take a break, come back with final scoring numbers for this one, and wrap up night number 2 of the Clopton Invitational here on KJFM WBBA Sports.
Game of the Week coverage brought to you by Castile's Color Wheel, Pike Lincoln Technical Center, and Kearns Construction.
State Farm in Pittsfield understands that life can be tough. The State Farm staff is there to help you make smart decisions when it comes to all your insurance and financial service needs. Call, email, text, or stop by the office Monday through Friday between 9 to 5 to talk to an agent. State Farm in Pittsfield, a family-oriented office, is located at 311 Half West Washington Street in Pittsfield, serving Pike County, Illinois, and the surrounding areas.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Veolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
Final scoring numbers for Wright City. They had a point from Ada Farrell, 2 from Caden Johnson, 2 from Zoe Mitchell, 3 points for Olivia Wilson, 2 points for Olivia Mikas as well. Danica Graham had a point, 4 points for Bailey Love, 6 for Shariah McRoberts, and 11 points for Paige Reese. Liked the game she played. Yeah, I like the speed out of McRoberts. They've got some pieces. It's just been able to paste 5 players together and make it work.
Yeah, I mean, they've showed that they have unwavering confidence on offense. They putting up a ton of shots. They just didn't get a lot to fall tonight. I mean, Paige Reese was a bright spot in their offense and in their game all around. She really held everything together for him, and McRoberts handled the ball well. She played fast. She just didn't hit a lot of the shots that she put up tonight.
Yeah, her shot selection left something to be desired. Paige Reese had the only threes, one in the third, one in the first, and one in the fourth quarter. Amongst her 11 points. For Louisiana, they had a lot of scorers in the book tonight. Emerson Bradley with 2 points, Brandon Stewart with 4, Deprecia Chapman with 4, Emily Powell with 5, Reese Womack with 5. Aubrey Rule had a 3 in that fourth quarter. 7 points for Ty Campbell, 14 for Jordan Pedersen. Game's top scorer, thanks to a 9-point first quarter, with 4 of those in the first, 2 in the second, coming from the free throw line that she hates. 16 points for Reagan Bowser to lead all scorers tonight. Every once in a while, Reagan just puts out one of those games where like, yeah, she's getting it. She's moving the right direction tonight.
Yeah, I think that's what's going to be big for Louisiana down the stretch is getting more people able to score the basketball. I mean, usually you see Reese Womack up there, and Emily Powell's predominantly been a scorer for Louisiana. She's been injured for most of the season, so there's that. But getting Reagan up in the double digits and Jordan Pedersen up there as well, having more people that can score and be a threat out there on the court for Louisiana is going to be big for them down the stretch.
And at some point, they're going to get a little deeper when Jalea Reese is cleared to come back. So I like where Louisiana's at. The record, probably not where Coach Brandstetter wants it, but I think they're moving in the right direction at the right time. We've now passed the halfway point of the season, and you got Bowling Green tournament coming up, and really we're in tournament season, and then that final stretch after that. So I like where Louisiana is at this point. Ryan, like the insight. You going to be back with us more this week?
Yeah, I think I'll be back in the high school tomorrow, so for the boys' games, which will be fun to cover. And I'm assuming I'll be back for Consolation or the championships on Saturday, so that'll be fun as well.
All right. Again, love the insight. We'll see you tomorrow. Boys championship and Consolation semis tomorrow, 6 and 7:30, 5:45 pregame. Listen for KJFM WBBA Sports all day tomorrow to find out which games will be on air, which games will be online at KJFMWBBA.com. Until then, we'll see you for more basketball from the Clopton tournament right here on KJFM WBBA Sports. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on KJFM, WBBA Sports. Join us year-long as we bring you the best of area sports on air at 102.1 and 97.5, online at KJFM, WBBA.com, and on the app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during KJFM, WBBA Sports. All from your area sports leader, KJFM and WBBA.